show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hanging out.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. I am Chick McGee. And once again, if those of you listening out in Radio Land want to rush your radio while we're talking, please contain yourselves. Don't come running toward us while we're trying to broadcast. Tom, your thoughts?
This is a baseball story.
Yeah. This is becoming, is it a problem? Should we start talking about it? Is people taking, the crowd being part of the show? Ronald Acuna was attacked last night, more or less, in right field for the Atlanta Braves. This happened in Colorado. He's standing there trying to play his position, and some guy runs up to him from the crowd.
What?
So Acuna stands there and waiting for the security to show up, which took a while. And then security shows up. So then another guy comes running out.
Whoa.
And wants a picture.
This is the selfie.
Yeah, and then so the second guy, they had to pick him up off the ground and carry him back. Carried him somewhere.
See,
it was amazing.
This is where we need public tasing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think it's because the basketball team won, so everybody in Colorado is crazy right now? They're all kind of nuts? They got the fever.
I think it all started with stand-up comedy because with a comedian, if you run up on stage, you're helping the show. We all know it. Is that right, Josh?
Some hecklers do have that mentality, yeah.
But it's all. I mean, look at the what people have been throwing stuff on stage. A couple of country artists.
Oh, somebody got a drink thrown on him?
Yeah, that's happening a lot, too.
Some people need a timeout.
I think,
or a spanking.
As you know, I'm in favor of cruel and unusual punishment. Public tasing.
What about throwing a bra on stage? That's cool. That's kind of a cool party
that
gal
cool?
move. Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't happen at my shows, but at like White Snake shows. And
I've had a bra, never had panties. Had a bra, though.
You had a bra thrown on stage?
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Did you smell it?
Oh.
No, I wore it as a fighter pilot mask. Because it was either radio or airline pilot. Because I got good perif. That's what they call it.
Oh, that's key.
Perif.
Yes.
You'd make a terrible racehorse.
I would be a terrible race. I'd be just. What's that horse doing? Yeah, I couldn't run.
So, was it Tom Jones where they famously threw panties on stage?
And hotel keys.
Yeah. Oh, and hotel keys.
Room keys, yeah.
But I think it's gotten worse with people throwing stuff at artists.
It seems like it.
And the selfie thing has gotten out of control.
This always asks the question, though, are we just seeing more of it because there are cameras everywhere?
No.
No, it is becoming a problem. Okay.
I think clearly. I mean,
all right. Tom's declared it. So there.
Well, no, I mean, when can you name in many other times when people have gone onto the field? There's the most famous one where the Cubs, that was, 15, 20 years ago, the Cubs fan.
It was a while ago.
And his dad went out onto the, remember this?
Sure.
I'm trying to remember the exact.
That was weird. They ended up, that got physical, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it ended. They were fighting on the field.
Yeah,
fist fighting. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can find. We have a tribute to that. I'll dig up. But before we get to that, I do have a letter.
Oh, all right.
That has nothing to do with that. I want to get back to that topic. Good morning, guys and Christy. This comes to us from Mike.
Hey, Mike.
In the realm of the bedroom, I once zigged when I should have zagged during an amazing session of afternoon delight.
Nice.
Now, Christy, do you want to explain what afternoon delight is?
It's pretty simple. It's when you maybe go home at lunchtime and instead of having lunch, you and your partner have a little fun.
Oh,
during the day?
Yes, Pat, during the day. Lights on and everything.
Is this the Starland Vocal Band? Remember Afternoon Delight?
What the hell is this?
I don't know.
It's
where's it coming from?
What was that?
He continues. So once again, we have set the scene. Afternoon Delight.
You walked us through Afternoon Delight.
But he zigged instead of zagging.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Over the next couple of days,
But
it
We're on hold.
became quite swollen and turned a, quote, gnarly shade of black and blue.
Whoa.
Actually, I was quite an impressive specimen. I began to refer to myself. Well, I probably shouldn't read this part. Let's
Probably
just
not.
say it.
As
It implies largeness
No.
of hugeness.
Are you talking about a BBC?
Could perhaps.
Yeah.
It made my wife laugh her head off. However,
I don't think a penis recovers from that.
yeah, he goes, there was
doesn't.
not any excitement in that area, and it was excruciating. I could not capitalize on the situation with my new girth.
Oh, the swelling and such.
Yes,
Wow.
happy to share my pain, Michael and Hilton Heads.
that's
out
such a
there.
guy's mentality to be like, it's swollen. Oh no, it's injured. I can't, now that it's bigger, I can't use it for pleasure.
Here you go.
Does this imply that you're skipping lunch?
I don't know. I think it's any time in the afternoon.
Yeah, they're fasting.
well, this job is perfect for afternoon delight. You don't go home. The kids are at school. Come on.
Afternoon delight is
Yeah.
our early evening.
Sure.
Yes.
You know what the hell?
If only the electrician weren't here. Okay.
Maybe he'd join in.
Yeah.
That could be hot. Yeah, that's a favorite category.
Climb
of
on
mine.
in.
Like what you see, Kyle?
That's right.
Okay, I found the
This
class.
device can read the jewels.
Old Kyle Cuckold.
Now, back to the baseball story.
Yes.
Can you give me the short version?
Ronald Acuna was minding his business playing baseball last night for the Braves in Colorado, Coors Field. And a couple of fans decided to run out on the field and get their picture taken with him. And security was called, and they were carried back to their seats.
Okay, now, when we come back, we have the famous incident in Chicago with the father and son, and it got really ugly. But yeah, I do think it's happening more. I think you're...
Social media.
Yeah, and the desire to get the selfie. And it can be a problem. But we'll find out what else is going on in sports. What would that include headline-wise?
We've got the U.S. Open. That continues. The president and Michelle Obama were at the U.S. Open last night. And what was Michelle Obama doing there at the U.S. Open?
Slapping food out of people's hands. Hates fat people. That's why
she hates fat
That's why she
people.
likes tennis. Although she has given the Williams sisters a talking to. You're getting a little big, girls. She says. And we're fine with some of the best athletes in the world. Lady President and
Back it off, Chunkles. Let's go.
First Lady.
What are you doing with that racket? No, get away, get away.
And we've all come to know and be aware of Luis Rubiales. We'll talk about him some more today. And there's a new hockey league coming, kids.
Oh.
There you go. Brand new.
Okay, Christy, what do you got coming up?
Well, we have a lifelong bachelor that finally got married at the age of 93. Wow, that must be some real good.
Yeah. till death do us part. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, but
Till
still.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I have a good Loch Ness story for you.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, I know you love Nessie.
Okay, good. Well, right now I want to remind you that our friend Steven Singer is out there at Steven Singer Jewelers. And you'll notice the poster behind Josh that says, I hate Steven Singer. What is that? Well, that's where you go to find out what's going on with Steven Singer. And he's got a good price for you, free. That's for those lab-grown diamonds. He is not a fan, so he wants you to buy a real one, and then he'll throw in one of those. He likes real, natural, earth-born diamonds. You will, too. Engagement ring, perhaps? We were talking about that old guy at 93 that wants to get married. Maybe you want to get married at your age. That's great. How about a great diamond, a real, natural, earth-born diamond? Steven Singer's got them. Other jewelers are happy to sell you the fake ones, but no. He likes the real thing. Steven has never sold, never will sell something he believes has no value. Steven is famous for his guarantee, which means if you buy a diamond this year and you want to upgrade that in 2 years or 2 weeks, you're going to get that same value. Bob and Tom Show listeners are too smart to fall for paying for something you can get for free from our friend Steven Singer. Purchase required. Get the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Lots of cool jewelry And what says I love you more than that back-to-school bracelet or ring? See what I'm talking about. IHateStevenSinger.com, famous for his guarantee. Free shipping goes out the day that you send in your order. IHateStevenSinger.com. We got all this cool stuff coming up and a couple of world records and, of course, another controversial record in the world of food. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
A truck driver distracted by a
Andrew
GPS
Johnson, too.
unit crashed near the intersection of US 278 at Arkansas Highway 24 early Monday, spilling a truckload of spaghetti sauce. Camden Police Sergeant Corey Saunders said the spaghetti sauce truck was headed to Dallas about 3 a.m. when the driver became distracted, overcorrected, and rolled over after crossing the center line of the highway. The driver suffered minor injuries, but there was sauce all over the road.
Oh, dear God, 2,000 quarts of blood. This is the worst accident I've ever seen. Stand back, there's blood everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a garlic bread truck?
Yeah, exactly. They just mopped it up with a bunch of garlic bread.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Yes, it is.
God, I'd rather have that than the spaghetti noodles, just the sauce and the bread.
What's wrong with you? How dare you put pasta down?
I can't eat a whole Kit Kat bar. I can't eat spaghetti noodles. They
I
go right to
can.
my hip.
But I like the bread part.
Better than the pasta?
Yes.
No, the bread's lovely and the pasta's great too.
Here's what Tom's doing. Telling you what you like.
Of course he is.
Okay.
I'm
You
used
know
to
you
that.
like the pasta.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Can we have an intro for this feature?
We need something like dope, boop, boop,
Or just playing Baby Elephant Walk.
And
now John Charlotte shares one of the fattest things he's ever done.
And broken toilet seat doesn't count.
Now this is fatter. This is fatter than telling the guys on the phone when you order Chinese takeout that you need 4 sets of silverware when it's just you.
No, it was faking that there was somebody else with. What's that, honey? 2 orders of crab rangoon.
Okay.
If you say so.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Again, to go through your dating ritual, you've met some lovely young lady, perhaps after an evening on the town, and
You take her back to your place?
You get back to the townhouse. She wants to come in for coffee or something.
Do you
show
her your chops?
Do you immediately sit down? Oh, by the way, I happen to be.
I say, hey, by the way, I don't want to brag or anything, but how about I lay down the thunder?
In the funeral director and said, and I quote, "Oh no, you're not putting him next to that bitch."
Whoa!
Evidently, his first wife passed away, and number 2 was not a fan. The entire family had to wait while they brought over a backhoe and dug another hole.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Tell us about Hawaii. I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where is that going to go? And then, obviously to a pineapple farm. Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, oh, now look here. This is the I-I-I-Pu'u lo o-o-k a-uti. And she said, that's lookout, you idiot. I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
And
Fascinating.
they have two airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hilly Willy Pooly, and then they call the other one Willy Willy Polly, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hilly Willy Pooly, not Willy Willy Polly. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hilly Willy Pooly, Willy Willy Polly. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, I. Yeah, that's good. That's the I bird.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season coincides with the deer mating season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
That's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
How you doing, Chick?
Hey, man. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There he is. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. I have an email.
Oh, let's get right to it. What have you got?
Dear Tom, I can't tell you how thankful I am for Tom. I put Tom first. I can't believe he played my favorite song the other morning, Lemon Tree by Trini Lopez.
Oh, it's a classic.
It's safe to say that saved me from hearing it a dozen times. Wait a minute. That's from Pat in Piedmont, South Carolina, named after the airline. So
it's a classic.
Thank you.
Lemon tree. It scared me.
Trini Lopez does tend to scare people. I don't know if this is a true story or not. Trini was in The Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
And he had to be killed off because he had to leave for a concert tour. He couldn't continue to film.
Hilarious.
If it's not true, let's make it true. Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen The Dirty Dozen yet, well.
Jim Brown dies too, but that's another story. No. Remember Jim Brown was in all those great movies like Gun? Remember that?
Now, is Trini still with us?
He was in a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Lopez still with us?
Do not know.
Okay. Now, can you? If I found the background story on this attack, you said something happened. What, last night?
The Atlanta Braves game against the Colorado Rockies delayed momentarily. Two spectators ran onto the field and approached and made contact in the outfield with Braves all-world outfielder Ronald Acuna Jr. at Coors Field. Security did eventually show up, but in this reporter's view, it took a while. But they ran out onto the field from the stands. They climbed over the fence, and here they come.
I think one of the most famous versions of this was the Kansas City Royals were leading the White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. This would have been in September of 2002. Two shirtless dudes ran out of the stands and attacked the Royals' first base coach, Tom Gamboa. They would later claim that Mr. Gamboa had been making hand gestures at them, specifically giving them the bird. There's no evidence that Gamboa had done anything. He was brutally beaten and permanently lost some of his hearing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, remember this story?
Yeah.
The perpetrators were led out of the stadium into a police vehicle. Mr. Gamboa suffering several cuts and bruises. By the way, the elder gentleman called his sister prior to the assault and told her to turn on the TV, presumably to see him in action.
Oh, I don't remember that part of the story.
The culprits were identified as 34-year-old William League Jr. and his 15-year-old son.
God.
As he was being escorted out of the park by the police, he told reporters, that guy got what he deserved. So,
Dad, why don't we ever beat up a first base coach together? Could be fun, you know? We're missing out on memories there.
Well, and that's what this tribute's about.
Baseball is a noble sport, clean and clear in a way other sports are not. It is made up of statistics and strategies and choices.
It's a memory that I'll cherish for a lifetime. We've got these great seats down the right field line, just at the edge of the outfield grass. The Royals were playing the White Sox. It was a one-run game, and suddenly my dad says, "Let's take off our shirts, hop the fence, and beat the out of the first base coach."
Baseball is a game that unites fathers and sons, connects them with the past, and offers a glimpse of the future.
I remember the first game my dad took me to, like it was yesterday. The smell of the fresh-cut grass, the taste of a hot dog, and especially the crack of that guy's skull as my dad slammed his head into the urinal during the seventh-inning stretch. Like all fathers, I wanted to create shared experiences with my son. And you know what? When we were beating the out of that coach's ass, I felt like my old man was looking down from heaven, or wherever he is, and smiled. We took our shirts off so that we'd be easier to spot at the bottom of the pile on SportsCenter. That videotape is something my son will always have, along with his assault conviction. Both will remind him of his dad while I'm in prison.
That's what I think of now when I think of baseball.
Baseball is punctuated with rhythms and movement and more nut adjusting than at a gathering of obsessive, compulsive squirrels. Most of all, it is about time and timelessness, speed and grace, and whipping baggies full of urine at the outfielders.
There you go, a little tribute to beating up the first base coach. Father and son. I'm not sure whatever happened to those two.
Oh, the cat's in the cradle. That's
That kind of reminds me. That's a good cue, actually.
Pat?
Pat, we had a fun story last week about a kitty cat that survived. It was an amazing story.
Yeah, 500 miles in the grill of a truck or something?
Yeah, this cat had been hit by a truck. The truck driver didn't know it. And 500 miles later, found this cat alive, and the cat is fine.
That's the way you transport cats, right?
Really?
Yeah, right there in the grill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way I do it.
They like the space. It feels warm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the cat lovers are now writing Josh.
Oh, yeah?
Well, because, you know, you're the cat guy on the show, you and Ace. Ace has his famous cat, Mandu.
Yeah.
And what was the cat's name before that? Your other cat?
Sin.
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 Sin? That's pretty rock and roll.
Do you cat call your cat Ace when it walks by? Hey, sexy mama.
No, I just say, Catmandu.
Catmandu. Yeah, this particular...
And it arches his back and hisses and runs off.
Do you do the kitty, 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 kitty? Everybody does that, right?
It works.
Yeah, I think it does. It gets our attention for a second.
Here's the details. A taxi driver discovered that he had traveled over 500 miles with this kitty cat stuck in the grill.
There you go. Yeah.
Mr. Tom Hutchings said he jumped when he discovered the feline in the grill.
Taxi drive, that's a hell of a fare.
No joke.
500 miles.
You know, a real rain's going to come someday and wash all this away. Taxi drivers.
The veterinarian said the cat named Miskin is fine and has been reunited with her owners. So there we go. Now, Pep, you have a tribute to this?
Harry Chapin medley, yeah. I was working hard driving my taxi, and the engine was making weird sounds. I stopped and looked under the hood. You won't believe what I found. It was furry, fat, and looked frightened. I couldn't quite figure it out. Was it a raccoon or a rat? I realized it's a cat when it made a sad meow. And the cat's in the grill and it's still alive. Stuck for 400 miles, maybe 5. Some cat lady's missing her pet, and that pussy cat sure got wet. That sweet, sweet putty got wet. Yeah, one more time. That sweet, sweet putty got wet.
Yeah, kitty. Oh, thank you, Pat.
Lovely.
Pat Goblin, ladies and gentlemen. Pat's television special is going to be out pretty soon.
Yep.
I know one thing is for sure.
Josh's album.
We got a hard date on Josh's album.
Oh, really?
November 3rd. Yes. Details to come.
The album entitled
Half Fat.
Half Fat.
Yes.
Recorded live.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear it.
Are we going to do a listening party somewhere where we all sit in a dark room?
Make a party out of it. Yes, a silent disco type thing where we're all listening on our own earbuds.
And then I come over and I go, Josh, I go, nobody leaves!
What if you did live karaoke to your own stand-up album?
What if you lip sync the whole thing?
That's a great idea.
That's
Must be done.
essentially what I do now.
Somebody call Noah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we could lip sync. We could use the puppet. You could have your puppet lip sync your album.
There are a couple puppet clips of the stand-up
I wonder
to be released.
How many people we could get to come out to watch the puppet do your act.
Probably quite a few. Yeah.
And I'd use my puppet. I could introduce you with the puppet. They're all puppets.
We have all our puppets sitting in the audience.
I can be at home.
I know Josh is taking a break from stand-up right now, and I want to keep doing shows, so I'm opening for Josh's puppet in Peoria, Louisville, Cincinnati.
Nice.
Go to @Willie.Grizzle on Instagram. I got tickets in the bio.
I love all these ideas. The listening party. What's the current term, Willie? Rolling up a fatty? What does one do to have a group marijuana session?
Can, roll a fatty, roll a blunt, twist a biscuit, spark a J.
Spark a J? That sounds like something you'd say.
Smoke a doober.
Spark a J?
Spark a J.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's
Don't hassle me, man. I'm sparking a J.
Don't hassle me, man.
This sounds like the listening party sounds like fun.
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Draw attention to the album.
I mean, if we have the puppet, we don't even need you to come, really.
You wouldn't be interested in attending something like that?
A listening party of my own comedy album?
Yeah.
No.
What's the difference between that and having a musical act? Other than
what do you mean?
Want to be music?
I don't think bands do that. I don't think when they release a CD, they have a listening party.
Sure they do.
No, you're telling me that when a band releases a CD, they go, all right, we're getting a bunch of people together, and we're going to listen to this together?
That actually happened a lot.
He's just looking at me like I'm a moron.
No, we all are.
When the new Metallica album came out, they had listening parties all over the world.
Yeah, okay. And Metallica was there going, yes, let's enjoy our work.
All over the air.
No.
That's a completely different thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm tired of you acting like we're all stupid. When you're talking about something else.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but Metallica were wearing their own T-shirts and everything.
And then you know what else is weird?
So you guys are talking about album listening parties. You're not talking about the band going, hey, come to where we're going to be. We're all going to listen.
And we've done many of those over the years.
And then
you
I
guys
also
are, trust me, exceptions to many rules.
Sometimes the band they like to
sounds
bring
like a
out.
bad thing.
Sometimes the band likes to bring out the band that opened for them, and then they give them like a car or something really nice. So you could give me a present. You could tell me how much.
The album will be out November 3rd.
Now wait a second. I like this notion of it. We were talking about.
You guys do whatever you want.
Here we go.
You know what? The album's not coming out.
Bear with me. Well, this album has been.
Sounds like Tom's in, Josh.
This album has been gestating for quite a while.
I can't wait.
And the political stuff's a little dated, since Harry Truman's dead and all. But the point is, we were talking a couple weeks ago about the mamas and papas and how when they were on Ed Sullivan, they famously were lip syncing. And remember, what was it?
Everybody lip synced back in the day.
And what is it? What's her name? Michelle Phillips was eating a banana and clearly not singing.
And John Phillips had no mic or something.
But it would be, I don't think a comedian has ever done that where they get out there and they're actually lip syncing. God, would that be funny?
Be a funny little event.
Hi, good evening. Welcome.
Maybe one bit.
Yeah, just like 60 seconds of your act, and you're trying to have your lips move.
All right, Tom and Pat can do it. Leave me out of this.
That'd even be funnier. Have Christy doing your voice.
How about this? Let's. What did we learn from Sesame Street? Let's compromise. How about a signing party for your album?
I'm not going to have physical copies.
Okay.
I could have them made for us.
Let's work something out.
You're the one who told me not to have them made.
We could make posters. We could make
yeah, but
posters.
if you had them made, he couldn't tell you he could have them made.
What about a poster signing?
See, your
party?
logic eats
Oh,
itself.
Jesus.
How about just a party?
No, there's nothing.
Vinyl?
There's no album. It's over.
You
guys have ruined it.
Would you like me to do 100 vinyl for you?
Oh, no.
You know what I would, yes.
Here we go.
Let's all go fishing.
How about a poster that would take 6 to 8 years to make?
Yeah.
How about that? A poster.
Let's get it on vinyl, and then I want my dad to be cutting up his lines of Metamucil before he puts it in his water.
And Metamucil looks just like hash, if you haven't.
It's very difficult to light,
brown,
but I'll tell you what, it is awesome. We're looking forward to Josh's album, and
well, it's not
could
coming
certainly
out
do a
now. That's what
poster.
I'm hearing.
I could have the poster done by Friday. Just give me some details.
I got $20 says you can't have it made by Friday.
Oh, I could have it done by tomorrow.
It'll be
PJ sitting there doing nothing? Is that what you're saying?
Well, PJ, we can get on that. We got the artwork. I was just trying to point out the fact that Josh has a thing coming on. Very excited about that. What's coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we've got the U.S. Open. And can you name this famous tennis player? And if you can, shut up.
Enjoy the tournament, and let's keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
Woo! And Sue Casa has big jugs.
That's not. Is that a famous elder
I'm not
states
saying.
lady of tennis?
Or it could be a current tennis
Sounds like
star.
wears glasses. Once took on Bobby Fischer.
There we go. Might as well say her name now.
No.
No. Did you watch the...
Dude, that Elton John once went to a party as Billie Jean Queen.
Did you...
no doubt.
So I assume that lady is Billie Jean King now?
Yes,
Is that what it is?
that's who it is.
Did
You're
you
right.
did you watch that Billie Jean King versus Bobby Riggs? I watched every second.
Oh, the original of the event?
Was it Astrodome or something? Wasn't it? Oh, man. I bet you have it on tape, don't you?
I did watch it.
Oh, man.
Apparently Bobby Riggs heavily in debt from gambling.
Well, yeah. ABC. Well, how it comes.
We have something coming up that's not going to put you in debt at all. But
it's Josh's album.
It could be. I'm going to tell you in a few minutes about our special pigskin competition. You could win yourself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. And you can get on that right now. The NFL season is about to start. We're, 10 days away or so?
Next Thursday, opening day.
We'll be telling you about our special event that you can have a lot of fun with. And you could even end up picking against Mr. Chick McGee over there.
That's right. And while you're talking with me, you could be listening on your Raycon earbuds. I could be talking in your ear because Raycon earbuds are the ones to grab if you like the feel and sound better than ever from Raycon. You know, Raycon, they have 3 sound profiles to match whatever you might be listening to. They feature noise isolation, awareness mode. You can be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings if you need to. And you can listen while you travel or maybe a grueling workout. The optimized gel tips will give you the perfect in-ear fit for every ear ever made. The earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear, and they will not come out of your ears. Plus, Raycon, 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon, 56,000 5-star reviews. Right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And you know it'll sound great in those Raycon earbuds. Josh's new album.
Yes, sir.
I'm very excited about it, Josh. We're posters, vinyl, the whole deal. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at
Again, to go through your dating ritual, you've met some lovely young lady, perhaps after an evening on the town, and
you take her back to your place.
You get back to the townhouse. She wants to come in for coffee or something.
Do you show her your chops?
Do you immediately sit down? Oh, by the way, I happen to be.
I say, hey, by the way, I don't want to brag or anything, but how about I lay down the thunder? Finish your drink.
We're going upstairs. Oh, my.
So do the ladies?
It's really not that strong. You can take a bigger sip. I'll be over here laying down the funk. All right.
Do the ladies dig that? Do they?
No.
Not at all.
That kind of, you can see them like kind of cringe until you stop because it's very loud.
Yes, it is.
I can't hear it. All sounds good to me. You know, trying to have a conversation with them. So anyway. All right.
Do you play any sort of romantic stuff? Do you play like a slow tune, maybe something mid-tempo?
With the brushes, maybe?
Yeah, get the...
No, I don't even own a pair of brushes.
No. What's the point, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
the purpose.
You can do some of these things, you know. So anyway. Can't your roommate feed your dog?
Very romantic. Now, do you have an exit strategy when you sit at the drums?
Apparently, hers is the dog one.
Yeah. I got to feed the dogs.
But I mean,
That was Tom's line. I'm surprised the girls are using it.
Great.
once you sit down, and just you play for a couple minutes, then do you have a way you can gracefully get up? Do you have like a little finish, a little quick?
Yeah, I like to. I'll finish kind of like this. Let's face it, I am great.
Greg Hahn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I love a man with confidence.
Plans say opposition being exploited by cynical politicians and conspiracy theorists. Happening in London now. When will that happen in America? Trans-Siberian Orchestra will return this winter with a holiday tour called The Ghosts of Christmas Eve. The hybrid of heavy metal, classical music, theater production, pyrotechnics, and a laser light show will go to 62 cities and deliver 104 performances in both matinee and evening sets. Kicks off November 15th at the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, runs through December 30th, including the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Al Petriel is TSO's guitarist and musical director. He says that since the band started 28 years ago, their winter tours have become a tradition for loyal fans and their families. Again, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the winter holiday tour called The Ghosts of Christmas Eve. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now, Gravy was part of a litter. What was the other cat's name?
Biscuit.
So it's Biscuit and Gravy. Do they ever get back together to hang?
Yeah, they do. They hang out a lot.
They get along?
Right? Yeah, they do get along very much. So.
Where's Biscuit?
Biscuit is sometimes at another house.
Is that right?
Really? Yeah.
Another house.
That's right.
Well, that hardly seems to make any sense, does it? Are you paying?
Instead of answering some of these questions, I could just burn this place down. Would you prefer some sort of arson?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Yes.
You're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And, and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. You know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. Yeah, he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
When father dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
In her fuchsia. What is that? Fuchsia?
Sure. I'll take fuchsia.
Purple pink?
Yeah.
Or plink? Oh. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
Hi. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. If you want to reach us here on the Bob and Tom Show, Josh, how does one do that?
888-262-8661 is the number to text. I get 10 cents per text that comes in, which is,
nice.
Helps put bread on my table.
Speaking of that, hello.
You can also email us at bobandtom at bobandtom.com.
Hello,
like
Chip.
this person did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a Michigander residing in Minnesota.
Okay.
This NFL season, I'll get to chat with you, Chick. I'm winning that egg.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, don't read this because I'm from Michigan. My son and daughter and I, by the way, will be wearing chains on a plane when we see you and Willie at the Super Bowl.
Oh, hell yeah. They're going Kirk Cousins style with the chain on?
Yep. That's Eric, and he says lives in the toe of Minnesota.
No, I bet you this isn't Eric. I bet you this is TJ Hawkinson, who got traded from the Lions to the Vikings last year.
Oh, yeah.
Secretly a fan, doesn't want to tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
NFL players can't enter our egg competition.
But you can. It's the pigskin pickup competition. Did you know this? If you pick all the winners each week, you could win $50,000.
Whoa.
If you get them all right.
How about that?
That'd be a trick.
Yeah.
Here's how this works. Each week, you pick the pro football winners. And then each week we see who got the most of them. And then there's if there's a tie, we have a tiebreaker, et cetera, et cetera.
They don't have to worry about points or nothing.
Nope. Who's going to win each game? And then you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Each week we give one away, and you get to chat with Chick McGee on the radio. That's right, for the shoe of the week.
This is from Brian. Dear Tom, I love how easy it is to catch up on parts of the show I missed on YouTube. Until yesterday when you were playing Until Yesterday. This is the part he didn't care for.
Yeah.
You were playing Bob Welch's Ebony Eyes. And about halfway through, I realized I was tapping my foot to the song.
Oh, that'll happen.
I sure hope nobody saw me. Thanks a lot, Tom, for ruining my afternoon. Love the show. Thanks. That's from Brian, U.S. Army veteran.
Well, thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
You don't like Ebony Eyes?
He was upset. He accidentally liked it, I guess.
Oh, there you go. Nice guitar.
Have you seen that girl in the corner?
Come on, Josh.
I'd like to take her out of her chain. Way with you, baby.
Baby.
Changing your life today.
This song.
Your eyes got me dreaming. Your eyes got me blind.
God, those horns are dreadful. It's the strings. Ugh. Sorry. No, Chip.
I do too.
That ELO feel.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that song.
No, that would be Chip's responsibility.
Favorite ELO song? I don't know the number, but it's 902-810 or something. What is it? 903.
Oh, telephone line?
No.
My favorite's Mr. Blue Sky.
That's a good one.
Ugh.
Can't get it out of my head.
It's 906.
The point is, if I could get back to the pigskin pick'em competition, you just go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could even pick your first week right now, although we're 10 days away. But you got to get them in, have some fun. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. All right, now back to you, Chick.
By the way, Josh, one more email for you.
Yes.
Of course, the U.S. Open started yesterday.
Enjoy the tournament, and let's keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
Woo! Yes, that is Billie Jean King welcoming everyone to the U.S. Open. But she wasn't the only dignitary at the U.S. Open last night. Former President Barack Obama and his wife, Michelle. And we're lucky enough this morning on Zoom to have the former president.
Oh, how lucky for us.
Mr.
Yes.
Obama on the show.
Can you see me?
Mr. President, so nice to have you with us this morning.
Happy to be here with you.
I understand you talked with Coco Gauff after her win last night. She was very excited.
Very skilled athlete. Lovely woman.
And do you wear a mask when you're around Djokovic, since he's probably the typhoid Mary of the tennis world?
A carrier, if you will.
The virus that I started. Oh my God! Did you hear that?
Oh my God!
We just got an exclusive. Who knew? We didn't know, Mr. President. That's right.
Wow.
That's right. I wanted it.
While he was out of
This is insane.
He was out of office. He had that much power.
I wanted it.
I am still in control of the world. We're dealing with a megalomaniac.
This is like an
here.
Illuminati level conspiracy right now. And to reveal it on this show.
Our alien overlords. We are learning so much.
Wow, good interview.
And I see Michelle whispering in your ear there, Mr. President. Is she trying to get a message to one of our cast members?
She says, Josh, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. She says you're fat and she hates you. Oh my God! But she had to go through you?
Yeah.
That's wild.
She says she refuses to talk to you herself. All right. My goodness.
Well, before we get to sports, I have another quick letter.
We're doing sports. U.S. Open, baby. Coco Gauff
What do you got to?
Joker Advance. Go ahead.
Hello, good sirs. And Christy.
Well, only we're here, so I guess we'll take the letter.
Chick mentioned that he had a bra thrown on stage at one of his shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Please tell us, Chick, did your mother attend a lot of the shows or just that one?
We got a Joker right now.
What do we do, Joker?
That's a real funny guy. Can I see that?
This is Mike in New Philadelphia, Ohio.
Well, thanks for nothing, Mike. Appreciate that.
Do you think the folks in New Philadelphia had bigger plans for their city? I'm telling you, they're going to forget the old. We got this. We got this.
I mean, it's New York, New Orleans.
They have to have a smaller Liberty Bell.
Yeah,
right?
with no crack in it because it's new.
They have
That's
to.
right. Ours isn't broken.
No.
Have a
That's
new
a
Philly
great
cheesesteak. They have vegetables. They're bad.
New Philadelphia.
Oh, and now this is from Brian, an email. People are jumping on the bandwagon of Josh's album release party.
Oh.
Good morning, guys. I have ideas for Josh's party. First, Josh, all in black, sitting in a corner under a single light bulb. As the show starts, Josh's puppet on stage as the narrator of the album. Chick's puppet will be a heckler up front. And Wilbur's puppet can be in the back thinking everything is funny. We know why. Maybe a little smoke around him.
Wait, can I please? I've always had this dream, like a Sesame Street thing. Can you guys be puppets and can I just be me so I can talk to the puppets?
We can all sit around you.
On a personal level, that's a really good time for me.
Absolutely.
Hey, we can work up all these things. I'm very excited. Josh, when's that album coming out?
November 3rd.
Oh, that's going to be
We should have Noah make some kind of impossible puppet, like that's a beer, and it slowly goes down. He'd have to defy physics to make this thing. But we should try to have him make it.
A beer puppet?
Yes. And then Chick will tip it up, and then it'll have less beer as it goes all the way down.
Oh, like the baby bottles when I was a kid.
Yes, the dolls would have those.
Yeah.
How did they make those?
I don't know.
Kids? Those
Still
are amazing.
fascinating technology.
Yes. And how they make that?
I'd be happy to tell you. Wait, you're still here? This is nuts.
And remember the faucet that was in midair? You turned it on and water would run into the bowl. It was unbelievable.
Still don't understand it.
I don't get it. It's impossible.
I'm with you there. Coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we had an incident in Major League Baseball last night. Luis Rubiales is still making news. Actually, it's his mom. And Saturday Night Live and opening night in the National Football League. We'll talk about it.
Okay, and we've got red wine news and Philly cheesesteak news. Speaking of the new Philadelphia veggie cheesesteak, we'll hear about all these things. Oh, and we've also got a hearse in the news.
Oh.
And we do have a sad story coming up.
Sad sports?
Sad music.
Sad sports?
Yeah, okay. So, do we have a sad sports today?
No, we can use this.
Okay, good. Okay,
we're looking for a sad
We
sports.
will. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the
Summer is upon us and the sun is blistering, and all of my valuables they turn up missing. Can't find my lawn chair, can't find my radio, can't find the yard brake, can't find the garden hose, can't find the cans to throw away the trash. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Yeah, maybe.
Fescue growing up higher and higher. Guess I went a little crazy with the fertilizer. Can't find the barbecue, can't find the meat, can't see the neighbor's house across the street. Couldn't find both hands if I used my ass. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Should have got it earlier, but I'm allergic. Just too cheap to get a service ticket from the city for a violation. Neighbors think I'm dead or on a long vacation. Well, I got a new shiny riding mower with a 3-blade cutter and 2 cup holders. Where it's gone to is just bewildering. Went to ask my wife and children. Find her purse and keys, but they ain't come back. Maybe I should cut the grass. Got so quiet you can't hear the wind blow. And it's getting real shady around the upstairs windows. The dog just whimpers and won't go outside. And I sit up in my bed all night, listening to the lawn clawing at the glass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have.
All right. Very nice, Haywood.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel. Clamp. Knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia? Introducing Ed Pedural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Pedural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
Hey, I'm Ed Pedural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom Radio.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
Photography.
You know, people don't go. Yeah, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Ace Cosby's there. I'm Chick McGee.
Was there a pause in the introductions?
What's happening?
Belched.
It was done as professionally as anybody.
you could barely
I was impressed.
I made eye contact with you during it. It freaked me out.
Believe me, it could have been a lot louder.
Yes.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
I was taking some notes here. Now, Josh, your new album is called Half Fat.
That's right.
And it's coming out December 4th?
November 3rd.
November 3rd.
So the listening party will be November 2nd?
Yeah, man. It's I've been looking at places to book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aruba?
No. It'll be somewhere. I'm not going to make it a destination. I want as many people
Let's do it
in my life to be.
What about somewhere low key, like a Dave and Buster's or a Chuck E. Cheese or a Top Golf kind of thing? How do you feel?
We can
about
do
that?
Dave and Buster's. I'm no longer allowed at any Chuck E. Cheese. Top Golf would be
Too much of a distraction at Top
But yeah.
Golf.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're cranking it, if there are unsuspecting golfers,
Oh, that's
and
true.
they're cranking my album. People are like, man, we just wanted to come here and play
What the
golf
hell's
with.
going on?
Listen to this some guy complaining about being half fat. Lose weight then.
My legs are gorgeous. Where'd that come from? What the hell?
Well, I can't wait for the album, Josh.
Well, thank you.
It'll be very
And thank you
exciting.
for,
Recorded live At was it Liberty, Ohio? What is it again?
Yeah, Liberty Township Funny Bone, right there outside of Cincinnati.
Okay. Your mic's off.
I know.
If I did that, you'd be right
if
up
you
my
did
ass.
that, it'd just be another day.
Well, coming up, we have sporting news of some sort.
Is that right? Do we?
I think we're doing sports right now, Tom. Here's Billie Jean King welcoming you to the U.S. Open.
Enjoy the tournament. And let's keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
Oh, does she live there now?
Woo!
I'm confused.
Maria Sakkari, you're welcome. The number 8 seed in women's singles at this year's U.S. Open said she smelled marijuana during her first-round upset loss to Rebecca Masarova last night. Sakkari said it was weed.
Weed! Somebody's got weed!
Sakkari lost in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4.
She blaming the weed?
But it was a match, she appeared to be in full control of from the beginning. She was leading 4-1 on court 17 against Masarova. But Sakkari said that didn't have anything to do. I smelled weed from the beginning.
You know who it was.
Who was it?
Looking at you, Mr. President. What if he was like, well, I'm not the president anymore, just the biggest joint.
One of those Bob Marley spliffs.
Yeah. He and Michelle just passing it back and forth.
By the way, Chief Big Bong said he'd be at the U.S. Open tonight.
It's like how George Bush passes out candy to be likable after presidency. He just goes to Snoop Dogg concerts and he's like smoking with like Chris Paul.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. Clinton famously said he didn't inhale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, was Obama fairly straightforward about
Yeah, most politicians now are. Yeah.
Last year, during a match, Nick Kyrgios, this year's tennis bad boy, mentioned smelling marijuana, and he said, I'm asthmatic, so I don't believe it's good for me to inhale marijuana smoke.
Is playing tennis good for you?
So he said we'd have to get the match suspended, and all sorts of and guess who else? Stefanos Pissy Pasas.
Yes.
Paspas. He's smelled it, marijuana, while they're. See, you're out in an open area, Tom. They smell
just like every concert.
Weed.
Sure.
They smell weed in the crowd.
Is it legal in New York now?
Yeah.
But probably not in that venue.
Well, of course not. Yeah.
Well, how can it be legal in New York and not at a certain?
Because you can't smoke anything.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to smoke a cigarette.
Well, I think are marijuana cigarettes legal where normal cigarettes are illegal?
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I've seen the signs: no smoking tobacco, just pot. They've got.
That's actually the opposite in the Las Vegas airport. They have no pot smoking in the smokers' lounge at the airport.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because we know why a sign is up.
Yeah,
Somebody did
people
it.
was doing it. Peoples was doing it.
Yes.
We don't know about the other presidents. I know Trump is very sober, so he wouldn't be a marijuana guy. What about Biden?
I don't know if he's ever said anything.
Yeah. I don't know.
He doesn't remember.
Well, he's.
Sorry.
He may be taking it now for health, legitimate health reasons.
Evidently, we're going to have another meeting.
No, most of the
views.
Recently, many of the candidates go on record as saying one way or another.
Of course, because they're going to find out.
Well, he was like running in the late 80s, so I'm sure that he said that he never smoked pot, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Now who knows, but.
Remember back when he was ripping off all Kennedy's speeches?
We know
what the hell's going on?
We know George W. had issues with even harder than.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He had to quit.
I believe our vice president has said that she did something, right?
Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Did something?
Dick Cheney.
Smoked weed,
Dick Cheney probably didn't. He probably. I can't imagine. Cheney. Although it might mellow him out a little. He was kind of a hard ass.
Why didn't somebody call him Dickie Cheney? I like that.
Hey, come on by.
Talk
I'm
about
higher than Halliburton stock.
Well, Likability has to be through the roof, man.
So I'm sorry. Is it, the marijuana smoke at the U.S. Open tennis tournament, is it really affecting anybody? I mean, it's just the scent. They're not like in a small room full of what's that called? Secondhand smoke.
I don't think
contact
we were
high.
supposed to get to a place where we figure this out. It was just fun to mention they smelled.
Okay, sorry.
So I don't think we were looking at a bigger picture.
So didn't the one guy say he wanted the match?
Well, he's a malcontent. He's always been a malcontent. He's happiest when he's miserable. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Kyrgios. Okay.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he's an amazing talent. Amazing.
Ye old Kyrgios.
Very good. The old Kyrgios. Leading officials within the Spanish Football Federation have asked suspended President Luis Rubiales to resign because of his behavior at the Women's World Cup. Yes, including kissing a player on the lips while holding her head with both hands. After Spain won the championship match. And oh, by the way, Ángeles Bijar, the mother of Spain's Soccer Federation President Luis Rubiales, has launched a hunger strike in protest of the drama around her son. That's right. Bijar has locked herself into...
Joy Behar?
The divine...
She would never take part in
That'd take years. Bejar locked herself inside the Divine Shepherdess, a church in Rubiales' hometown of Motril, Spain, where Motrin comes from. According to reports, she told she'll continue the strike indefinitely, day and night, until her son is vindicated.
Oh, God.
Oh, so she's saying he did no wrong.
He did no... Yeah.
Everyone's being dramatic. It's unfair. They're being so dramatic that I'm going to lock myself in my room and not eat because they are being dramatic.
This is how we kiss.
Yeah, what do you want?
Take
That's
your
what I
hand,
thought.
you grab her head, and you...
He does that to me every night.
That's how I thought of the kiss.
It is how a grandma grabs a grandson to kiss. It is how like a very old lady would grab a little kid
And kiss you on the lips like that.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Maybe
Willie and his grandmother have a very special relationship.
Maybe by the cheek.
It's not my...
No, of course, it's like the aggressive great aunt.
I had a special relationship with my late grandmother.
Oh, I see.
I'm working on it with the one that's still around.
My other grandma did it.
I'm going to... this is kind of sad sports. This is a real stretch.
Where's the music?
Godwin's got it.
I've got some...
Oh, that's
okay,
right.
Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead.
Piano up. I'm feeling out of sorts. I need sad sports. Chick, give me some sad sports right now.
Okay, now A, it's not chick, and B, it's not sports. Does this ring a bell?
It's not chick.
Remember the song?
No.
It sounds hilariously...
Bad.
No one remembers this?
It's loud.
This is so close to being an all right song, but it's horrible.
No one remembers this?
Did you bawl to this song at some point?
Did I bawl?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if
Some
you
unsuspecting
give us
undergrad.
the title of the song and the artist, we'll all remember it.
The band called It's a Beautiful Day.
Yes. I sort of remember it, actually.
And remember that?
Yes.
Ace, you remember this one?
No, you don't.
Okay,
I actually do.
Pat Godwin is kissing your ass.
No,
He doesn't remember
there was
anything.
There was somebody that played this at my
That's right,
dorm.
Tom. It's a great selection.
It was
It sounds like dorm music.
It was a huge FM hit
No, it wasn't.
in the early 70s. That's David LaFlame. And
It's a Beautiful Day is the name of the song?
name of the band. No, the name of the band is It's a Beautiful Day.
I do remember the song.
They were from San Francisco. That was a huge song on underground radio, and sadly, Mr. LaFlame has died.
Oh, boy.
There is no...
Here comes David. Floating into the room.
Why did you play it?
I'm David LaFlame.
Why did you play that?
Because he passed away.
David LaFlame has died. The man playing the violin and singing the song Whitebird.
Oh, my
I thought we were doing sad
Oh,
sports.
my gosh.
Well, I told you it was a stretch.
David LaFlame has died.
Tom.
This is a really cool song. Here we go.
Tempo.
White bird must fly or she will die.
Really, really
If that had
loud.
been playing when Jenny Gump was on the balcony, she would have jumped.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just sorry to report the death of
I
Mr.
hate that
LaFlame.
song. That's what Forrest would say. I hate it.
Sort of a flower child anthem.
It's awful.
It is awful.
You liked it?
1968.
I mean, I guess if you're of the moment, maybe you liked it, but
The whole album was like that. Very progressive and weird and lush.
Well, we have to hear more.
Well, I'm not sure I can dig any more.
Beautiful day.
it's a beautiful day. I'm going to see if the whole thing's on Spotify.
It is.
Right now, I want to remind you that Steven Singer's got something up and running. Steven Singer Jewelers, you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Any time of year, there's always something cool happening, and nothing is cooler than diamonds, of course. Steven's a big fan of real, natural, earth-born diamonds, including those great real, natural, earth-born diamond engagement rings. He's got a whole bunch of those out there right now. And if you buy one for $500 or one for $15,000, Steven's going to throw in one of those lab-grown diamonds because he's not going to sell those. He doesn't like those. So let's give you one. Get all the details by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Now, Steven's got all kinds of stuff, of course. Maybe that back-to-school bracelet for your sweetie would be nice. So prove you love her with some real diamonds. Don't forget, Steven Singer is famous for when it's time to upgrade, you can get that full value. So if you buy that diamond today and maybe 2 weeks from now or 2 years from now, you want to get a better one, you're going to get the full value of that first one. From Steven Singer, IHateStevenSinger.com, famous for his free delivery, great packaging, and for getting those things out pretty much the day you order. If you get an order in before 2 o'clock Eastern time, it's probably going out that day. IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details. We'll be back on the sports page soon. Since no one seemed to like Whitebird. What's coming up in sports?
It peaked at 118 on the chart.
So it was an underground hit.
More Whitebird coming up. No, more the Dependence of Man. What was it?
It's a Beautiful Day was the name of the band.
Day.
I think it's a great song.
More It's a Beautiful
A lot
Day.
of weed was burned with that song going.
And
okay,
hockey.
all right. This
More
is the Bob
hockey.
and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller. And
Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotive. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Ah, well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl.
Okay.
If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
And my love and my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some
Or the
man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
right, he comes in, gets the
away
good
for long
loving, and then he
periods.
leaves you alone for a month at a time. It's a great way to keep a relationship
Here it is.
together.
Here it is, kids.
Yeah.
You saying it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
Nice guitar.
There's a boy on a western bay, and it's
Come on, Christy, sing along.
Really well.
100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. Come on, everybody. There's a girl in a Wilbur town, and she works laying whiskey down. It's a brandy, fetching all around. She serves them whiskey and wine.
On the side, she
Says brandy, fine girl, good wife you would be. Such a fine nothing to say
On the side, that's right.
from the sea.
All right, thank you very, very much. All right.
How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the
sorry.
north of Spain.
Oh,
A locket that bears
That's
the name
of the man find the Brandy love.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
I have a bean for lunch and then a bean for dinner. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. People say I got a bad break. Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, this is so cool, man. I can't believe it. All right. I love the Bob and Tom Show because they represent America, the Constitution of the United States, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, so anyway, I was asking, somebody told me that you are a mayor in Hillsboro, Ohio. That's got to be really interesting. Tell me about it. Hey, Mr. Potter. Hi, Building and Loan. Oh, gosh, Yogi, I'm all sticky. Hello, this is Droopy Dog. Hello. Hi, welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, "Let's do it," and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the "I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet" right now. That's the "I know I'm not going to get any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet." With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Hi, this is Paul. And this is Storm. And we're Paul and Storm, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
And with us in the studio, we have a distinguished actor and comedian. He is John Witherspoon.
My 11-year-old, he's go to private school. Only reason he go to private school is my mother-in-law helps pay half. Little rich kids go there. I see Warren Beatty all the time.
Oh, yeah?
I see Warren Beatty there. He's and Annette Bening. And my son talks like this. Father. Would
you like a toddy?
Father, my friends are going to Spain for the summer. Where are we going? I said, Compton. Where we going?
Compton. Back to Detroit.
To Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you that 2 left boots with one of them with a high heel.
That's right.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Oh, hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
He's in the performance room. He's an attendant of King's College.
That's right. 2 years, my friend.
Well done.
Thank you.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
And here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much. There's a little bit of controversy in the building.
Dear Tom.
You guys are upset about this obituary. I was reading about the sad death of David LaFlame.
That means the flame.
The famous song White Bird.
He and his wife Linda, is that correct?
Yes. It was a big underground hit.
And all the little LaFlames.
In what, like 69? Or...
Dear
Yeah,
Tom,
69.
my name is Ed from New York. A version of that song, White Bird, was in an episode of Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff.
Really?
Well, that's good, because I thought we were
Look
talking
at
about an uncontemporary song, but it's good to know that it's part of a hit modern show.
Yeah.
That's good.
Knight Rider.
What was Knight Rider, like 76? 80s. That was 80s? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, thank you for playing It's a Beautiful Day. That was my mother's favorite song.
Oh.
It brought back great memories.
There you go.
Whenever anybody this morning asks me, "Good morning, Ron, how are you doing?" I know I'm going to tell them It's a Beautiful Day.
Well, how nice.
See, the name of the band was It's a Beautiful Day, and David LaFlame, who sadly died at the age of 82 over the weekend.
Oh. Peace and love.
I'm going to play a little bit more of this. This was a really big hit.
Yes.
In underground radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pat, you heard it, right?
Woo!
I did, yeah.
The guy played the violin.
I'm starting to like it.
It was kind of a hippie anthem.
Been in the sun too long.
Now it's a white turd.
So, Josh, I'll talk to you.
Yes, please.
So, last evening, I was doing a little research on this, and
Oh my God!
You've got no idea. Do it.
and I'm not
researching.
Yes, and thank you for doing that.
And I was on YouTube, and you know how when you're listening to something, then it tells you other stuff that you might want to.
Sure.
Now, I'm not sure how this works.
All right.
What is it called? The algorithm.
That's right.
But for some reason, about 20 minutes into this thing, I was going on various. It takes you various places of other music, and I would watch little bits and pieces, and I ended up landing on this one.
Oh,
Paul Coffin.
yes.
Come on, let's get it going. You can keep me rolling.
Oh, isn't that great?
At 2:45.
You know what I need.
Oh,
Well, I'll twist for you, baby,
And I'll rip for you, baby. Take another shot, get lit for you, baby. Oh,
Oh, you're good at this, Josh.
yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Do we have any more?
What?
Country dancing for you.
So you can see the connection between cocaine,
I
country
can't.
dancing, and Whitebird.
No, there's
White.
I don't believe that.
maybe white. Yeah,
Whitebird.
I don't believe
That
that.
sounds
believe
like
that.
what you call cocaine to a drug dealer before he says, "I know you're a cop. Get out of my living room."
But I give you a
Got any
lot
whitebird?
of kudos for using the algorithm YouTube scenario to get Paul Coffin on. That was very well done.
Oh, then I got into the Paul Coffin thing, and I went down that
Yes.
wormhole, whatever it is.
Plenty of great stuff.
Oh, the live
did you
stuff.
call it a
What's it called?
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole, whatever the hell it is.
You mean no wormhole? Is
I know. I'm just saying. Once I got Paul Coffin, I started watching a bunch of the live videos.
Yeah, it's great.
I didn't go to bed early enough because I was watching Paul Coffin. It's very awesome.
His new tour is starting now. I'll be seeing him a couple times.
I hear he's doing a cover of Whitebird.
Is that right? Oh, boy. I'll have to...
He'd knock that out of the park, wouldn't he? I can't believe none of you guys have heard that.
Jeez. If we say we have, will you stop talking
All
about
right.
it?
Let's go
We were,
back to
we were
sports.
doing a show, and then we had to stop doing what we were talking about, having fun, because you did homework about Whitebird last night.
You know, just how can I?
Any excuse to play a little Paul Coffin.
How did you find out this David LaFlame character died?
What do you have
Yeah.
on your Google alerts?
There's no way that was on.
That never showed up on
major
anything
news.
that I saw.
it was
Obscure deaths.
It was an obituary in the New York Times. You might have heard of it. It's
I'm
Tom
Lester
B.
Holt, and before we leave tonight, sad news: David LaFlame.
Bernie Marsden, the original guitar player for Whitesnake, died this weekend.
I saw that.
So why can't we play some Whitesnake? Something people have heard of.
Yeah, people have heard of Whitesnake. He's right.
Okay.
Whitesnake versus Whitebird.
I thought Snake wins, I think.
I think so too.
Okay, here we go. Now, maybe you guys will forgive me.
Well, that won't happen. But what do you have?
From Lanesboro, Minnesota, Steve writes,
Steve.
Whitebird was, all caps, huge in its time. It was the pot-smoking song of the 70s.
Okay.
Do you know when David passed away?
3 days ago.
August 6th.
Well, I guess the obituary took a while to get to the New York Times.
Or it took a while to find
Yeah.
Mr. LaFlame.
Or they were short. They needed some space.
Well.
They had to fill some space.
Please tell me
Yeah.
what you thought initially when you saw that he had died.
I just remembered how much I liked that song back in the day.
I remember how much I liked that
Yes.
song back in my day.
Greg writes regarding Whitebird. I was lucky enough to grow up in Los Angeles in the 60s. Thanks for playing it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was huge in San Francisco.
Can we play some
Yeah,
songs
LA.
that came out after the Civil Rights era started? Or is that an issue today?
Back to you, fellas.
Dear Chick, you were talking about Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. That's right.
Enjoy the tournament and let's keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
Now, if my tennis history is correct, they had a tumultuous affair, Riggs and Billie Jean King.
Oh, they loved each other so much. It was passionate.
Very
right
true.
there on center court.
A lot of sex.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, Bobby Riggs was the guest at the grand opening of the Huntington Mall in Huntington, West Virginia.
Is that right?
He was taking on people and doing his usual talking and bragging, telling all girls and women he played they would get a trip around the world if they scored off him. When I came up to play him, my first serve, I did a fast serve with spin, which he missed the table completely trying to return. He gave me a serious look and said, "Nice serve." He then never said one more word the rest of the game and then totally smoked me. That was the only point I got. Thanks for a wonderful show, Tim. Tim actually played Bobby Riggs.
That's
Tom.
fun.
Huh. See?
And he got one over him.
He was a famous gambler, so.
Well, he's a famous tennis player, too.
I mean, he was gambling at tennis. Famously.
Famously.
Hey, Whitebird apparently was the bumper music for Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's according to Ed. Thanks, Ed.
Why?
That sounds like something Bell
Gil.
would. Yeah.
He knows fame when he hears it.
Oh, you mean Love Flame?
A car ride with you and Art Bell would make my day.
Oh, God. Just sitting in the back seat. You wouldn't know where to look first. Oh, did you hear about this? Well, no, did you hear about this? Well, did you hear about this? Saturday Night Live star Heidi Gardner.
Huh? I've never heard of her.
Yeah. Which one is she? The blonde?
She's the blonde woman. She's funny. She's a Chiefs fan, right?
Oh, okay. And several entertainers expect to take part in a virtual tailgate party, it says here, and a concert before the NFL's kickoff game in Kansas City next Thursday. The show, dubbed as the world's largest tailgate, once again, the term virtual is used here, looks to celebrate the start of the football season as the Super Bowl defending champ Chiefs host the Lions. Along with Gardner's appearance, the 90-minute show will be hosted by YouTube stars.
This sounds like it's going to be fabulous.
The Merrill twins, with performances from DJ-producer duo Two Friends. The show will also feature internet personality Tabitha Swatosh and Donna Kelsey, the mother of Travis and Jason Kelsey.
Oh,
yeah.
Now, where are they going to be? Which parking lot?
Yeah, it says virtual, so I don't know, but the game's in Kansas City. So I
That's kind
don't
of a cool
know.
idea.
It says virtual tailgate. I don't know.
Okay.
Because we could be here on camera and we'd be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
They use virtual.
Huh.
Now, speaking of the NFL season, would you like to win yourself a beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max? That could happen. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Each week of the regular season, we're giving one of these beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max grills away. It's the Rolls Royce of outdoor cooking. And you could also win $50,000. Details at bobandtom.com/contest.
The newly established Professional Women's Hockey League provided a sneak peek on where their 6 franchises will be based. A day before, they're going to actually officially announce it today. The PWHL newly launched social media account revealed the site's based 6 accounts that they've already they've reserved. New York area, Minnesota, Boston, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa.
All sound about right.
The PWHL scheduled to formally announce their first 6 franchises during a video conference later today.
Okay.
There you go, Tom. The
Professional Women's Hockey.
Ladies Hockey League.
Good luck.
Are there goons in ladies hockey?
Yes.
Oh.
Hell yeah. There's just girls
Like
that are just...
roller derby? They have those.
I think they talk trash about nasty muffs and things like that.
Do they?
They can.
Trash about nasty muffs.
Yeah, I think it really gets... Your muff's like a catcher's mitt, stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if Letterkenny has taught us anything, they're just as filthy as the men.
Absolutely. Absolutely as filthy. Kelly Stafford, the wife of Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford, says her husband is struggling to connect with his new younger teammates. During a recent episode of Kelly's podcast, The Morning After with Kelly Stafford.
Can you imagine listening?
Oh, my God.
She revealed that her husband told her he can't connect with the younger rookies on the team, as opposed to the older rookie. She paraphrased him as saying, in the old days, you'd come out of practice, you'd shower, and people would be playing cards, interacting.
She's paraphrasing her husband on her podcast. Do you think Matthew wants this out there at all?
No. But now they get out of practice, meetings during training camp, and they go straight to their phones. Kelly said they say sir to him.
Well,
and he's like, no, we're on the same level here. We're both playing in the league. Let me get to know you.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's fair.
I think they're showing him respect.
They're also being polite and respectful, yeah.
Matthew's 35, entering his 15th season in the league. The only other player on the roster with 10 or more years of experience is Ron Donald. There are only 4 other players on the team 30 years or older. Rob Havenstein, Cooper Kupp, and Tyler Higbee. So there you go.
So they get off the field, they're immediately on their phones?
Like everyone else.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where the betting apps are. Matt, we've had Matthew Stafford. He's on the air. He's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah? Good.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. So I suppose every team has this. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is an older gent compared to some of the guys he's playing with.
Or remember what Belichick did with Brady? He had a coach specifically assigned Brady to help relate to the younger players.
That's right.
Remember that? Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you guys, have you heard this new Lil Nas X record? It's really bumping. I think you guys will check it out. I'll send it to you on your iPod later.
And then Brady would go to the younger players and say, hey, did you hear David LaFlame died?
Yeah.
And he goes, I can't believe you guys haven't heard about David and Whitebird by It's a Beautiful Day.
Let's win this season for LaFlame.
Yeah.
LaFlame.
Maybe if David LaFlame had made a TikTok video back in 68.
That could have been. Maybe. You don't know. I mean, have a time machine? This is sort of a stupid world record.
Stupid world record.
Finland has officially been named the world's happiest country.
Oh, really?
That's what it says. According to Guinness, the Nordic nation topped the list of 137 countries featured in the 2023 World Happiness Report.
Finland.
How about that?
The record authority said Finland holds the official title as the world's happiest country 6th year in a row.
Wonder what makes them so happy.
Is that the sauna place where there are saunas everywhere?
It's pronounced sauna.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
The World Happiness Report looked at factors such as quality of life, social support, and personal liberty. Afghanistan and Lebanon were the 2 unhappiest countries in the survey.
Okay.
Yeah. Here are the top.
I could see that. Yeah.
Here are the top 10 from 10 to number 1. Ready?
Okay.
New Zealand, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Norway, Sweden, Netherlands, Israel, Iceland, Denmark, and Finland. There you go.
How about that?
I'd like to get in the Finnish medicine cabinet.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, I'm just wondering if
They
this
must have
happiness
some
is
help.
Have to have some help.
officially induced. See what's going on there. They always win these. It's interesting that those Nordic countries are always way up there. Glad they're so happy. It's nice.
We're happy here.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
We're just constantly told that we should be unhappy. That's one of the problems.
And we ranked 15th, I understand.
I don't
USA.
It only went to 10th. The guy who put the story together really didn't have a complete story. I think Christy argues with us all the time that she doesn't have the whole story either.
I see. Give me the teaser, please.
Stupid.
We got
one more. And this is something I've had trouble with. We've all had trouble with this sort of record, and it's your fault. Tom.
What is it?
An Idaho restaurant has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
The Lewiston Tribune reports the Main Street Grill in Lewiston created a cheesesteak measuring 722.8 feet long.
I don't know how famous Idaho is for these
beating the
cheesesteaks.
previous record by 72.5 feet.
It's mostly potatoes.
But it's not just one bun.
Yeah.
It's all these cheesesteaks end to end to end to end.
Here's what I like this, because it's about 2 football fields long, and I could never do anything. I could never make a 10-yard catch in a football field or a 10-yard run. I think I could eat 10 yards of Philly cheesesteaks. That's where I think that I thrive.
Oh.
You could make a 10-yard catch.
You know, 10 yards is 30 feet.
Yeah.
You could eat 30 feet a sandwich.
Yeah. If I can use performing-enhancing drugs, if I can get in there early, if I can have a good time, put on my Snoop Dogg records, yeah.
My man here says he can eat 30 feet of sandwich.
I'll get a first down of Philly cheesesteaks. Hell yeah.
Now, I kind of think this is sort of a bogus record, too, because it's not one giant piece of bread.
Right.
It's, as you said, Chick, it's a number of sandwiches sort of end to end. This would be like saying the world's tallest man is 6 little people on top of each other with a long coat.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not fair.
Little people, what do you mean, Tom?
I mean, people short of...
That is how dwarfs rob banks, though.
We all know it.
Yes.
Why can't we stop them?
It's 2 or 3 of them under a trench coat.
Sir, why are you pointing your gun the wrong way?
Nothing for me today, thanks.
I do enjoy
They took
it.
40 cases of bread, 300 pounds of vegetables, 70 pounds of cheese, sauce.
Vegetables?
And more
onions and such. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
360 pounds of meat.
All right.
There you go.
Did they eat it all? Did somebody pass? I mean, is that enough to feed all of Lewiston?
They had to pass it.
Okay. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
What is the best temperature to sleep?
Oh.
Like, what do you set your room to when you're sleeping?
73 with a fan on?
69.
Muncha.
Sleep down here, you sleep down there.
Okay.
Head to toe.
Sorry I asked. We'll be right back.
Your head is up here.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk while they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Well, maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just cause I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby, this was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp, if you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Bo Burnham.
Hey,
you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Show weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Time now for Flash Traffic with the fastest man in the world, 9-time Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis.
And now we go to our Flash Traffic reporter, Carl Lewis, with traffic on the west side.
Hey, Bob and Tom. I'm on the west side, and traffic looks great. Now I'm going to run over to the far east side and take a look at traffic conditions over there. Okay, I'm on the east side now. Everything looks smooth over here. Want me to check the north side?
Sure, Carl.
All right, here we go. Oh, guys, traffic is running off fine up here up north. Anything else you need?
Listen, Carl, could you check south side traffic? I know it's a long way. You could also pick up an iced tea for me, venti green iced tea at Starbucks on your way, if you don't mind.
Okay, that's a little step, but I'll get there. Oh, my goodness, that was kind of a detour, but here, 2 Splendors just like you like it.
Thank you very much, Carl. Carl, could you come back to the studio to sign some photos for us?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Sure thing, Tom. Oh, made it. All right, give me a pen.
This has been Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
We have Doug Moreland on the line. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Christy.
Doug.
Okay, your dog's name is Holly, I understand.
Holly. Short for Holly Peño.
Can we hear her sing? Is that?
Yeah, it's called I Taught My Dog to Say I Love You, and she means it.
Okay. Well, let's hear it.
I taught my dog to say I love you. I love you. I love you.
Is there anything sweeter on the face of the earth?
She means it.
Yes. You're a good girl.
I love you. Come on for the Bob and Tom Show.
Uh-oh.
I taught my dog to say.
Jeez. Are you sure you're not squeezing that dog?
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Performance. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Josh Arnold's here.
That's me.
There's Ace Cosby.
Yeah.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. I'll remind you once again, the Pigskin Pick'em competition, your shot at winning the Big Green Egg Mini Max. It's up and running. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick all the winners. And by the way, there's also a $50,000 grand prize should you pick all the winners each week. That would be a trick.
And coming up, are we having food cooked today? Jess Hooker's going to be here. Do you know of anything?
No.
I'm having a health concern. I'm smelling sour milk. Am I having a stroke?
I have yogurt. Is that it?
That must be it.
Okay. What else
It's
is going on?
not soured, though. It's fresh
Yogurt
milk.
by definition is.
Well,
You sure it's not your feet?
Let me see. It is my feet.
Nice. There you go.
scientists have discovered the ideal temperature range for sleeping.
69.
For the study, researchers studied nearly 11,000 people. You're not wrong. They discovered that sleep can be the most efficient and restful for older adults when nighttime bedroom ambient temperatures range between 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boy,
that's a huge range.
They really nailed that question down, didn't they?
I thought the exact same thing.
Which government did this? Well, anywhere from 10 to 500 degrees.
Researchers also observed a 5 to 10% drop in sleep efficiency as nighttime ambient temperature increases from 77 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, no joke.
I don't need the blankets. We're leaving it at 86 tonight.
So hot. So hot.
I like to feel like I have meningitis when I sleep.
Sheets are soaked.
That seems like an obvious.
That's quite a large range there.
Yeah, I thought it was 65 to 70 was the.
That's the way we do things here at the Obvious Institute.
Man, you do a mean impression.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Would you like to have a fan going?
Yeah.
We have two fans.
Whoa. No
Ceiling fan and then a regular fan.
Pat, have you ever had two fans in your bedroom?
I've had one large fan.
How large?
You know.
Okay.
Gentleman never says 300 pounds.
You know, those ceiling fans have been known to become unhooked and fall on a bed and cut people to bits. Isn't that right, John?
What?
You're hitting on something. I do have somewhat of an irrational fear of a wobbly ceiling fan.
Oh, do you really?
I'm like, well, that's going to Vic Morrow me one night.
I think like that, too.
One sheep, two... Holy hell.
This is a ridiculous study.
Do you have ceiling fans in your home?
I used to.
I love them.
I'm a big fan of fans.
You're a fan?
Yeah, you're a fan.
I'm a fan.
And how many fans do you have currently?
We're about to go get one.
Oh, really? Are we?
Big damn deal, huh?
We have a thing in the ceiling with wires sticking out.
Oh, okay.
Sounds lovely.
Don't you love a ceiling fan? They're very efficient.
I do.
Yeah,
they
are.
Wires hanging out of
You know, you got to switch the direction in the winter.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I've never done that. It works,
Me, I've never done it either.
Oh, really?
I like the breeze.
You must have huge heating bills.
No, because he has fabulous windows.
Okay, sorry. Well, thank you very much, Christy. What else is going on over there?
Police in New York State arrested a woman for allegedly attacking cars with a meat cleaver.
That's right.
Let's
They
hear her out.
deserved it. Yeah.
WETM
Eat them up. Eat them up.
reports the
Yum, yum, eat
Ithaca
'em up.
police officers responded to multiple calls about a person brandishing a meat cleaver at an Aldi parking lot.
Scary.
According to witnesses, the person was using the meat cleaver to try to break windows, slash tires, and cause other damage to several vehicles.
And you know what, Christy? Thank you for saying Aldi. I was recently corrected. I've been saying Aldi's my whole life, and it's Aldi. And
No, Josh, actually, it is Aldi's, as in I can fit all these nuts in your mouth.
somebody get him out of here! I'll be back. You're a dead man.
I think he meant that.
So I'm confused. So this lady's in the parking lot of the grocery store with a meat cleaver.
Yes, officers located and arrested the suspect on charge of disorderly conduct. She was taken to Cayuga Medical Center for a mental health evaluation following her arrest.
It was Aldi, so that means she had to bring her own cleaver.
That's right. True.
Or
yeah.
put 25 cents
in the
machine.
Cleaver dispenser?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
If you
At
go
Aldi,
to Aldi.
you ever been to Aldi?
No.
Oh, Pat.
You put a quarter in to get your
shopping cart.
Your cart?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Cool.
But you get your quarter back when you put the cart back.
Do you go to grocery stores, Pat?
Not really. No.
Aldi is great.
How do you feed your son?
DoorDash. I spend $300 a day.
I sort of believe that.
That's sort of true.
Meat cleavers are scary.
Yeah.
I mean, just in general.
Yeah. I don't even own one, do you?
No.
A meat cleaver.
Wait, you have a meat cleaver and you hit your cereal with it, don't you?
That's
an
tenderizer.
That's the ice hammer.
Oh,
the tenderizer.
The ice hammer?
It's a square hammer. On one side, it's flat. The other side, it's got these bumps on it. And
what are you doing? Climbing Everest? Why do you need an ice hammer?
No. I call it an ice hammer. It's for tenderizing meat. But I beat my ice with.
By the way, ice hammer sounds like the coolest rapper in 1991.
Ice hammer.
This woman is obviously having some serious issues.
Obviously, she is having some issues.
A meat cleaver.
How would you like to have your windshield?
Cleaved?
Well, I went to Aldi to get some roast beef and beans, and I came out and some lady was beating the hell out of my car with a meat cleaver. By the way, she had to bring her own bags.
Yes.
Aldi, a great store. I'm a big fan.
It is a great store.
They employ my daughter now, so I'm
They do?
Do they?
Yeah,
I've been a fan for years.
Ava's an associate buyer there for
how
Aldi
about
now.
that?
Yeah.
So we can tell her what groceries to stock?
She is actually in plants, planters, and gardening.
Well, that does none of us anything. I can't
I didn't even know all these have plants
and enjoy them.
Sure.
They have plants?
Yeah.
Can't you tell her to stock space food sticks and not worry about it?
Willie, you'll be interested in this. Cleave is what's known as a Janus word. It has two definitions that are the opposite of each other.
What is that?
Cleave means to split and to bring together.
No, you nerd. It's cleave.
I
is
knew
cool.
you would enjoy that.
Cleave is cool because cleavage is boobs.
There you
Hence
That's
cleavage.
exactly right.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear your nerd stuff about it.
No, you'll enjoy this. Cleavage.
A Janus word.
That's right. Janus,
I like
the two-faced.
Janus word.
Because Janus is the only one that uses it, man.
You know what else is a Janus word? Chandler.
For you Friends fans out there, that was a real treat.
I knew you'd like that.
Well, that's good. We have to think. I want to find out some more of those words.
Isn't that?
That's very nice, Josh. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thanks.
That's
a
why
lot,
people
Josh.
listen.
Do any of you actually own a cleaver?
I have a
I think I
butcher
do.
knife, but I don't have a cleaver.
It's a square. It's about like this.
Really?
Really?
What do you use it for?
Yeah. Chopping up people. Is that wrong?
Keeping these chicks in line. You like your foot?
I just leave the blood out on the stoop to message my neighbors.
Do you want an axe?
When we come back, Christy, what's happening over there?
Coming up, we have a Loch Ness Monster update.
Thank goodness.
We have a squawking parrot that
That's
was mistaken for a screaming woman. We have a 93-year-old lifelong bachelor who's finally taking the plunge.
Till death do you part. Tick, 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 tick. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the
We're doing the bit. We're having different characters read us a joke. Will you do it?
Hell yeah. Boys. Hell yeah. So you just have the ability just to write 1,000 of these?
Well, that's what I do every week on the show.
He's a real magic man, though. All right, here we go. No. Bro, these are incredible. I think you've done good here. All right, here we go.
Here, grab that.
From the beautiful brain of Kostaki Kononopoulos, the longest name in comedy.
Biggest name.
Also the biggest name in comedy. It's good to be long and big, they say. So that's great news. Tom Brady really went crazy celebrating his retirement. That's right. Yeah. Heard he had a Bud Light White and half a non-organic avocado. Guy's living dangerously.
Nice.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Flourish.
You guys are the best. Cheers to Bob and Tom. Always the Big Brain Central.
Thank you, man. Awesome.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
One.
Scoop.
Big scoop. That's a huge scoop.
Two.
That's not a big blender.
Okay. Three.
Hey,
No, you're not going to run out of room.
No, you're not.
No,
That's perfect.
There's milk right there.
Milk and pour about.
You want to put a little whey protein in there?
A little more than that.
A little more than that.
Yeah, come on.
There we
A little more. All right, that's
Okay.
good. Now load it with Oreos.
Yeah.
All right.
We have vanilla ice cream.
In the blender, not in your mouth.
Don't eat the Oreos yet.
All right. How many you got there?
I don't think I've had an Oreo in years.
That one and another stack that
Is
high.
that an even number?
Oh, for
Did you count them?
sake.
How many you got there?
It's bad luck. You don't know a number
Keep
of
going.
Oreos.
It's bad luck, chick. Did you
All
count
right,
them?
that's enough.
No, it isn't. Keep going.
Shut your hole.
This is our shake.
You're not going to be able to drink it. You're going to have to eat it with a spoon.
That's fine.
Put more milk
What is
in
that?
it.
15 Oreos?
Oh, this is it's going to be perfect. It'll go right up to the top.
Peanutopolis. That's hilarious.
I love it.
All right. Put a Klondike bar in there. Come on.
Throw in the Klondike
What'd
bar.
you do for a Klondike bar? I'd kill some blood.
Throw a little more milk in, chick.
Klondike
Come on.
bar's in there.
Blah, 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 blah. All right.
There we go.
There you go. That's
there
good.
you go.
Just let it go. Keep going.
God,
Look at that. That's heaven. Look at that.
Snickers bar.
Look at that. Snickers bar looks like it's swirling around the bottom of a toilet bowl, doesn't it?
You're
Where did
putting
that
more
come
ice
from?
cream in there?
Yes. There you go. Now blend her up there. Oh, one more. Come on.
At least it's an even number.
All
Okay,
right.
there we go. Are those the peanuts trying to...
Thank you.
No, Bob, sip that over there by your microphone. Let's hear your
I'll have a
judgment
taste. Tom has to drink it.
We
though.
should market this.
on that. Wow, it smells very good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That is very good.
Tell me this is not good.
That is very good.
Very chocolatey.
See?
This is much better than your shake.
Thank you very much.
Why don't you throw some protein powder in that? So at least you get some protein.
And
Why don't you run up an alley
your
and
shake.
yell fish? How about that?
At another house?
Is that right?
Really? Yeah. Another house. That's right.
Well, that hardly seems to make any sense, does it? Are you paying?
Instead of
$2
answering some of these questions, I could just burn this place down. Would you prefer some sort of arson?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom Radio 24/7.
Oh, he was so sweet. It was our first date, and he went all out. He bought me dinner, he got me drunk, and then I got bald.
Oh, did you ever? It was perfect. Britney Spears recently shocked the world with her latest fashion statement. A completely shaved head. Now, to commemorate Britney's new look, Bob and Tom Labs is proud to introduce their new perfume, Bald. B-A-L-D. Bald. A fragrance for today's unraveling woman. She's kooky, she's crazy, and she's getting bald.
Tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday, and she'll definitely be getting bald.
What woman wouldn't love to get bald?
My wife and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary soon. I thought she'd be thrilled when I told her she was gonna get bald, but she just rolled over and went back to sleep.
Okay, almost everybody wants to get bald. Be sure to get some today. Just look for the slick box, and you'll know you're getting bald. B-A-L-D. Bald.
Hi, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Now, Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah.
Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this. There it goes now.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Gotcha.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello.
With a fully prepared roast this morning.
How about that?
What? Is that not happening?
That's not true.
All right. Here's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Yeah, Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase. Purchase is necessary, of course, while supplies last. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Ms. Hooker is also our chef here in the building. Do you own a meat cleaver?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course she does. She's a cook.
Well, I'm just trying to. We had an interesting story about a.
What do you use it most often for?
Ooh.
Like separating chicken thighs and legs or something?
Yeah, I
like
guess.
that?
Yeah, to disassemble a chicken. I took a class on how to do that properly. So it was after that. Yeah, that's when I use it the most. I don't buy like half a cow or anything.
Are there the disassembling chicken class? Is there a guy that? I really need to know how to disassemble a chicken.
Well, it's phases. Like you learn how to spatchcock a chicken.
I'm sorry.
That's a very popular way to cook that.
Yeah, it's very even and it's
Spatchcock sounds like a band from like '97.
What is spatchcock?
It's where you basically like you break all the bones, like the legs and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you do because they're not paying. That's where you got to do it.
And I always think of the chicken's laying on its belly, and it's just
filleted out.
Yeah,
It's all kind of crushed.
Yeah, and so it's all flat and even on the pan, and then it.
But
heats
you've never
up.
taken a meat cleaver and gone to Ithaca, New York, and bashed in the windshields of cars.
No.
There's a couple people I'd like to do
Right
that to.
above the beautiful Lake Cayuga. Yeah, this lady did that. She may have an issue, but she was at an Aldi at the time, which is interesting because Christy's daughter works for Aldi, which I did not know.
Yes, she's just started.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Ava.
And we learned that Pat Godwin's never set foot in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Not really.
That is unbelievable to me.
I get nervous. I just walk out. I walk in. I walk out.
Nervous at a grocery?
I don't know what's going on in there. What to buy? Crazy stuff.
I don't believe any of this.
How do you get along every day?
I don't. I barely get by.
I have a friend who, after I hurt my arm, he had to go to the grocery store with me. He hadn't been in a grocery store in 25 years. He said.
Oh, my
Whoa. Did he have a spouse?
Yeah. He's got a beautiful wife. I love it's one of my favorite places. I've always loved grocery stores.
I have my list for today right now.
There you go. See?
What's number 3 on that list?
North Sides.
What?
North Sides. K-N-O-R-R. North Sides.
What's number 1 on your grocery list?
Watermelon.
What are North Sides?
K-N-O-R-R.
It's a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand name.
Rice or pasta.
Oh, okay.
About 8
What's
minutes.
number 2? What's number 2 on your list?
Hamburger Helper.
All right.
Helper?
Nice processed foods. I love it, Ace.
Sounds like a
started healthy.
big special meal coming up, Ace.
Do you also have hamburger on your list?
No.
You already got that.
Well, in this case, I'm getting tuna helper, but it just put helper.
Yeah, you can have your hamburger helper. Tuna helper.
Hey, that hamburger helper beef stroganoff is not something to shake a stick at, okay?
Oh, I know. Is this hamburger helper? I don't think needs any help. It's just
I'm the only
fine
one that's
on
been
its
laughing
own.
at beef stroganoff since I was 11.
Oh, I love a good beef stroganoff.
I'm still laughing at spatchcock or cock. Spatchcock.
Do you have your meat all frozen or anything? You have a freezer at your house? Or?
Yeah, but I'm getting some chicken thighs today.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Cat food.
Good part of the bird.
You like
there.
those? You like those thick thighs?
Nice juicy thigh.
Yeah,
Thick thighs save lives.
That's what I've heard.
Pat Godwin, maybe you should go grocery shopping with Ace.
Learn something, huh?
Yeah, learn about.
I don't know what Norwood's is, whatever that was.
Do you know how many hits we'd get if you and Ace went grocery shopping?
Oh, my goodness.
Pat Godwin. My God.
Oh, Pat, do you ever get anxiety at the checkout because you don't know how you're going to pay or whatever? Imagine you're at the checkout with Ace and he is using coupons. He has 10 coupons.
How long does that take? Like forever?
No. They're mostly on your loyalty card or on your phone.
Okay. I could never do that.
The reconciliation is instantly, too, because the computer knows where.
Are you really nervous about being at the checking
No,
out
I
at the
just don't
grocery?
know. No. Willie said that.
Are you just overwhelmed by all the choices?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to cook.
He
I don't
can't
know what
put
to
a
get.
meal together, yeah.
Oh, I see.
And then Jimmy goes and they're buying crab.
He
And
grabs stuff, ice pops and fudgesicles. And
Oh, yeah, because he's lacks a parent. Yeah.
he's a kid.
Yeah.
A kid raising a kid.
With a
We love
softy
it.
dad.
Yeah.
Hey, for dinner, we're having fudgesicles. That sounds good to me. I'm a big fan.
Bowl of soup, candy bar?
Well.
Little inside joke there.
There you go. Eat up, boy.
So funny.
Anyway, meat cleavers in the news.
all right.
Did you know that Meat Cleaver was the unknown? They never talked about him in Leave It to Beaver.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Wally and Beave's brother, Meat Cleaver. He'd been institutionalized.
Beaver and Cleaver?
He was a big frat guy, though, wasn't he? Didn't he start out that way?
Yeah, Meat Cleaver, yeah. They did a lobotomy.
Yo, meat!
It was like one of the Kennedy sisters. Those were different times.
Yes, they were.
Joe, she's in the way, lobotomized.
Just didn't talk about it.
Joe Kennedy, not a good man.
Boy, he was not.
Monster.
Read the book Sins of the Father.
I'm sorry, Christy, what's going on over there?
A lifelong bachelor from New Jersey is finally getting married at the
David
age
LaFlame.
of 93.
Why? Why would he do this?
Joseph Pontenzano told the Washington Post that about a year ago,
Tax purposes.
he was sitting at home feeling lonely and thought of his friend Mary Elkind.
Really?
The pair had first met back in 1959 at the
Quiet,
wedding
It's soothing. I'll put an end to this.
of Potenzano's sister. And though they'd had a few dates at the time, they never really had a relationship. Now 93, Potenzano decided to give romance another shot, asked the 83-year-old Elkind out on a date. For their first date, they attended an Irish dance show.
I hope my dong still works.
And briefly held hands, with Potenzano noting that, quote, we both thought it was really a nice feeling.
It's been so long for me. I've naturally sealed shut.
You know, it's true. It grows together.
When he brought up the idea of getting married, Elkind responded, why not? Let's do it.
Sounds like a lovely moment.
Very romantic.
The two.
What the hell?
The two will tie the knot on October 15th. Potenzano quipped, in my case, it's literally true. You only get married once.
Hope they didn't put a down payment down the reception.
Yeah.
Like tie it in or not.
This is a marriage that will last my lifetime. Elkind, who happens to be a widow, said they are traditionalists, so there won't be any living together before the wedding.
No, sir.
When asked why he decided to get married now, he said, it ain't gonna suck itself.
Even at 93, the dream is.
I think it's smart that he waited till his hearing went.
Yeah.
That was smart.
This is so sweet.
As soon as Tom gets home today, someone's going to look at him and go, what did you say today?
These are all jokes.
Jess, I have a question.
Yeah?
Do women, so let's say, women can tell that a guy's annoyed, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So if you want to piss off your man secretly, do you start talking in a way or about a subject that you know annoys them? Have you ever done that?
No.
That's a pretty good weapon. I don't know why you guys aren't.
No.
I don't
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't ever purposefully try to piss him off. I don't think. I
do
think
it
it
to
just
you.
comes naturally.
You don't have to.
I do it to you sometimes. If you're in a weird mood, I'll talk about Twitter or guys with their nails painted. You start freaking out.
Interesting. Does it give a wedding date?
Yeah, October 15th. That's what I'm saying. I have my fingers crossed because
Yeah,
it's
no kidding.
10:15.
August 29th.
That's
so
the time the wedding starts, 10:15.
Yeah.
They want to get it out of the way early.
That's when Josh said, I hope they didn't put the deposit down.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they already have Halloween
93 and
decorations
83.
out. No, that's the bride and groom.
That's the bridesmaids.
The bride Bridesmaids. We forgot about the wedding party.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
I don't know who to ask.
Yeah, the something blue is her mommy parts.
Oh. I hope you all are in love at 93.
You could have said
Yeah, the hair that would have been a good joke.
Christy, at 93, I'll be 18 years dead.
No, you won't.
93,
By the way,
if I'm lucky.
On their gift list, mostly lube.
Because when you get dryers, they get
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
When we come back,
It's like 80 grit.
Pat, will you do me a favor? Will you sing the great song about the elderly getting hitched and going on a date?
I will do that. I don't think anybody here. You can heckle me.
you already playing it?
You can heckle me. I will stand in the pocket. Fire.
We're playing the CD, I think.
Right now, it's time to tell you that if you were, that's Meat Cleaver, by the way. If you were listening on your Raycon earbuds, that would have sounded much better.
That's right, because Raycon everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They have 3 sound profiles, you know. They feature noise isolation, awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed, or maybe you have to tune into your surroundings if you need to. You can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout. Optimized gel tips from the Raycons fit every ear ever made, and they're comfortable enough for all-day wear. And here's Tom with the technical aspects of the customized gel tips with Raycon.
I popped them on my earbuds. I love these Raycons. This is the real Tom speaking. I take them out with me all the time doing lots of stuff. And they link. They don't fall out of your ears like the Apple ones.
Bluetooth syncing.
They don't
instantaneous.
unsync constantly. They're great. And they've got, what is it, 8 hours? I've never had them run out of gas.
8 hours of playtime. 32 hours of battery
maybe it's
life.
not, they don't run on gasoline. I just meant that as an analogy. Shut up! You're ruining this announcement.
Be sure and change the oil in your Raycon earbuds.
Yes.
Well, I was going to get it, Pat. You got to change the oil.
I'm dried up.
Right now, they've run out of gas. Buy Raycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off your Raycon order. Come on, be one of the cool kids. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
We got bears in the news. We've got blood in the news, and we've got a nice sweet song from Pat Godwin.
Oh, yeah, and here's a little bit of it now.
Yeah, you thought we got something. Even
Pat, save it for the next break.
Thank you very much.
Even better.
Hey, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy, and you're listening to the Bob and Tom Radio.
Yeah, you are. Hey, Uncle Lair. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks so much for...
Here we go. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. I found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest. They sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not gonna call the cops, but I'm gonna have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard. Sing it if you know it, even in your car. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. Crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, a car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah.
Oh,
hello.
There it is.
Wow.
Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Coming this Thursday on ABC. He's the luckiest guy alive. It's Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates.
What's wrong, Cindy? It's this darn brassiere. It keeps pinching.
Oh, yeah. Feeling fine.
Yeah, mine's pinching a bit, too. Let's just take them off. Okay.
Hello. He's living rent-free and getting an eyeful.
Cindy, what do you think of my new negligee? Do you think it fits? Oh, yeah, it looks great. What do you think of mine?
He's invisible and insatiable.
Gee, Cindy, this bed sure feels lumpy. Boy, that's uncomfortable.
Come to Papa. You know you want it.
Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates. Followed by the fast-paced action of pro basketball with a moral twist. Meet Carl Goodman, Amish power forward.
We have worked together, my friends. We shared the ball with he who was open, and were blessed when 2 points were bestowed upon us. Now we must pray. Oh, merciful God above us.
It's Carl Goodman, Amish power forward, right after Invisible Dave and his 2 stacked roommates. Thursday on ABC.
Ye be thar.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Jeff Foxworthy.
I know what I was going to tell you guys.
What?
After all these years, I've found a few things that you can't talk about on stage, and surprise, NASCAR is one of them.
Really?
Because NASCAR fans start fighting with each other. Take a guess who's the guy that starts the fights almost every night?
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured out why a lot of NASCAR fans don't like him.
Why is that?
A lot of NASCAR fans don't like Jeff Gordon because Jeff Gordon enunciates. And there really ain't a place in NASCAR for that kind of stuff. I tell you, we run pretty good all day long. We did develop a little bit of a push early in the race and brought her in, Booger Jackson Wedge in her. She run like a spotted butt ape after that. Had some real good pit stops, especially that splash and go air towards the end. Did get a little trouble in the middle of the race. Ricky puked the motor. I got this oil. I touched tail there on the backside. But for the most part, the Hardee's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chevrolet, she just awesome.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Willie Griswold's here.
Yo, yo.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey there, Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Hello, Tom.
We have a little surprise coming up in a few minutes.
Surprise.
Oh, yeah?
What is that?
Well, if I told you this.
A roast?
Not going to be a roast.
Make a roast.
A full
roast
roast?
beef.
Roast
right now,
potatoes?
we had a fun story about a lifelong bachelor from New Jersey, Mr.
93.
Joseph Potenzano.
Mm-hmm.
He told the Washington Post that he's getting married. He's 93.
That's
He's
right.
been a lifelong bachelor.
Yes.
And he is marrying a lady of 83 years of age.
She was a former Rockette?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was.
Wow.
It's kind of a sweet story.
Sweet story. They've known each other their whole lives.
And they're not, by the way, they're not going to live together. No hanky-panky.
What? They're married.
Yeah.
I can't get the milk for a cow. What?
All right, Joseph.
But it reminded me.
Anyway.
It reminded me of a great Pat Godwin song.
Oh, I love
thought we
this
would
song.
enjoy this.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit her all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 93, and you said you're 80. Hey.
Nice.
A little auto-tune there.
The moon is full. You know what I'm thinking. Let's make love. We're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late. Let's just do it on our first date. Come on.
Come on.
Unhook your girdle and take off that face. Let's crawl into bed. Cut to the chase. It'll be just great. Let's do it on our first date. I took Viagra an hour ago. Put your teeth in a jar by the bed. Looky here who's poking out, waking from the dead. I want you right now, so don't give me no lip. It's too late for your hymen, but I might break your hip. The hour is late, let's get to it on our first date.
Oh, yeah.
Our first date.
DJ.
The hell with arthritis, arterial thrombosis, acute angina, and your halitosis. You'll be great, let's do it on our first date. We're too old to worry about moving so fast. So if you're wearing depends, I'll just hose off your ass. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself.
You just said that.
Good girls wait, old broads swing. You can take off your clothes, cause I can't see a thing. The hour is late, let's make whoopee on our first date. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may actually have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself on our first date. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
I might be here all week.
Yeah.
Joseph, what did you think of that song?
Oh, our first day.
Oh, you enjoyed it, yeah.
That's a great arrangement
Love
by
it.
Steve Ali. Thank you, Steve. God, that's so great.
Pat, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Does your girlfriend get turned on when you sing? Do you sing to her?
The serious songs, yes.
Really?
Yeah, he plays guitar. Haven't you heard? They
We
have
have Paula's
concerts
porch
every
part
week.
concerts,
Yes.
yeah.
Paula's porch concert.
Yeah, just me and her.
Oh.
I do all my serious stuff.
Yeah.
Paula's porch puss. Paula's porch.
Now, on these porch concerts, is she the only one in the audience?
She is the only one, yeah.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
Sometimes neighbors come over, but I stop. I get nervous.
Do you have to get dressed then?
Put our clothes on.
Hey, let me ask you, have you ever, not in this context, I'm sorry, but have you ever played the guitar naked?
No.
Why not?
You never sat on the edge of a bed, you're working on a song, and you get there, rub up that Gibson on the old...
I have slept with my guitar in the bed, but I've never played it naked.
I don't know if you passed out, maybe.
Wow. That's one big that is one big hole.
God.
I can't feel anything. I hope you're enjoying it.
I have passed out with a guitar.
You've never played a guitar naked?
No, why would I do that?
Have you played the guitar naked?
Well,
not really. Because Pat's always playing.
Do you play for your gal? Do you serenade her?
No.
Oh, can we dress him up like the naked cowboy?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That'd be a good look at my age.
Boots and a hat.
Yeah,
the
those
guitar.
tidy whities.
Yep.
I think maybe you should go with the cowboy hat look.
How's your hair looking, by the way?
Right now he's doing you're doing the Castro thing. with that weird
good
baseball
hat.
cap.
I'm just hiding my hair for a
I
while
want
until
to
it
see
grows
your
back.
hair.
When it grows back, you'll see it.
How long does it take?
Forever.
We've learned a lot about Pat this morning. He does the porch concerts. He
On our first day.
never goes
I
to the
knew that
grocery
one.
store. That's although I was thinking you do go to the grocery store to get the Coinstar.
I have done that, yeah.
Well, that's just walking in the door. You don't have to go very far.
I do that once a month.
Okay. Well, it's time to return to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, we have a story for Josh because I know how much you like the Loch Ness Monster.
I do.
Yes. Well, hunters of the Loch Ness say they have detected mysterious sounds in the Loch's waters.
I have no doubt.
Search leader Alan McKenna from Loch Ness Exploration said the group of volunteers was equipped with a 60-foot hydrophone and sonar technology while they searched for the elusive cryptid over the weekend.
And thank goodness for them.
Hydrophone sounds made up. It's a hydrophone.
Oh, that's right. It goes underwater. That's the hydro. Tom, these are volunteers. They're not getting paid for their work. They're taking time out of their lives to do this.
And Alan said there were four
naive morons.
very distinct. Alan said there were four very distinctive noises that were heard, but we hadn't plugged the recording device in, which of course is typical. McKenna later explained the group heard four distinctive goops through the underwater microphone. According to the Telegraph, inclement weather prevented hunters from using drones on the loch, though the Loch Ness Center said two volunteers did report seeing something unexplained in the water. The center said it will analyze videos submitted by volunteers during the search event.
There you go.
Hopefully we'll have more information on the search for
That sound was
Nessie.
people on the shoreline laughing at them.
No, I don't think so.
Sometimes in those videos, before it shows what they're going to show, it's the person just recording themselves, and they talk about how they got there and what they've been doing all day and what they've seen around them. And I would love to be the guy that gets to go through all these videos of crazy people talking to their cameras.
You mean people, please. You're doing good work, important work. I do hope. See, I'm torn though because I want Nessie to stay elusive.
Right.
I don't want her to be subject to any sort of.
I saw this report on the TV, and they all kept referring to Nessie as her.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she. And
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want her to be killed and studied and dissected and
eggs or live birth or what do we? What do we
it
know?
would be eggs.
Eggs?
Yes, mostly. In fact, I'm surprised that they haven't found shells before.
There's a famous photograph of a Bigfoot frying up a couple of
Loch Ness
frying a couple of Loch Ness eggs.
Making a Ness omelet.
You know that picture has not been verified yet.
But this is, as Chick indicated, this is making international news.
Well, that's because
it was a big damn deal this weekend.
Important work
Yeah.
being done.
They'll find nothing.
Why are you such a naysayer?
You know, they found a guy from the Air Force testified in front of the Senate under oath, committing perjury, I guess, and he said there are aliens, and you said you poo-pooed that. What is it going to take, mister?
You know how easy it is to lie?
The government sure is thankful for you and the
lie
people
to
of
the
your
government?
Would you lie under oath?
To the Senate?
People do it constantly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'd lie to the Senate in a second.
Yeah, really?
I could never be in front of one of those congressional hearings or anything like that. Just, hey, we're going to hold you in contempt. You don't think I'm already in contempt? I couldn't do it.
Wouldn't you have to?
No respect for those people?
You'd have to use the New England accent if you were
yes.
testifying. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Kennedy, so your car didn't float, huh? Too drunk to swim back down and get her out? Okay.
I sent you some audio of Kennedy that they hadn't released yet. He was talking on the phone. I forget who it was, but his northeastern accent is a lot thicker than
Teddy.
I would ever. No, John. JFK.
Oh,
it was really thick.
60th anniversary of the assassination coming up.
Yes, sir.
Now we have a little surprise just around the corner. Not going to give it away, but I'm just going to tell you you're going to be very pleased.
Is it John F. Kennedy's alive?
No. But right now, what have you got, Christy Lee?
A Pennsylvania woman has rescued a bear cub that had gotten its head stuck in a plastic container.
Adorable.
Pennsylvania Park manager Sarah Lindgren told CNN that she was driving through the small village of Cross Fork When she spotted the young bear on the side of the road, she approached cautiously before quickly grabbing the container and wrestling it off the cub's head.
Brilliant.
Lindgren said she did not spot a mama bear.
Yeah, she
but
wouldn't
said
have either if it had killed her.
the cub was old enough to survive on its own. Josh and I have talked a lot about this. We're the two people in this room that'll die from a bear attack because we'll go right up to one.
I just want to hug a bear so
they're
bad.
so cute.
Yeah. And
I
I'll
would
just
not
get
be afraid.
It'll a mild swat across my nose and my face is gone.
I know. Yeah.
I'm so fun to hug you.
You don't want to hug a grizzly bear?
No,
they look
thank you.
so huggable.
I think the black bears look more huggable.
They look more manageable. That's for sure.
Don't they say grizzlies, they smell so bad you can smell them a mile away?
Apparently.
Well, they don't bathe very often. Think about it.
Think how many grizzly showers
And they
you
eat
see.
salmon all day long. Yuck.
What was the documentary where the guy was just walking around with all the bears? Did you ever see that?
Grizzly Man.
Grizzly Man, yeah. That
then-
didn't end very well.
No, it didn't.
They don't play
him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just all right there with him, and then
He lived with them, didn't he, for a while? Yeah.
Why'd they turn on him?
They're bears. that is legitimately the answer.
Well, and there was a disagreement about rent.
Because they were like, these bears were like his friends, essentially.
Oh, wow.
And all of a sudden he went, oh, yeah, I forgot you guys are bears still.
Yeah, one of them didn't want to do season 2.
They have the footage of when they get mauled, but they don't show the footage. They just play the audio. And then who's the director? Werner Herzog? Is that his name?
Werner Herzog.
He goes, you must never watch this. You must never watch this video. It is just terrible.
Oh, my God.
So they don't show that,
No,
right?
no, they don't.
Oh.
It's actually all audio, yeah. And he goes,
And for
never
Herzog-
listen to this.
For Herzog to say something like that, it's pretty bad.
Did you listen to it?
No, you can't. They
Oh,
don't. And my brother John, he was so mad at that. He goes, the director gets to hear it and we don't? I go, did you want to hear it? He's like, yes, I wanted to hear it.
Is the
I
one?
see it. You could hear it, though.
Is the Faces of Death one where the guy, the bear's running off
Wasn't
with
that
his
whole thing
arm?
debunked,
Is that
though?
real?
That's all. That's
It
all
was
fake,
debunked,
though,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
But yes, but that's a pretty.
What about the monkey in the table? They hit it in
that
the
was
head.
that was debunked as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, in any event, this lady, what's her name again?
Mrs. Lindgren.
Connie?
Sarah.
Boy, you know what?
Sarah Lindgren.
You're thinking of Mrs. Lingus.
I was gonna say something exactly like that, but I thought, no, Tom will get mad.
You boys.
And then here
No,
you are.
But I mean, you would never go up to a bear cub. If the mother is around, you're dead.
Well, of course, but like she
what if
said,
you
it was old enough to be
explain
on its own.
To the mother,
I'm trying to
a
save your
friend.
cub, lady.
I think animals have an intuition. The mom would kind of know from afar if it was helping the
I
baby.
kinda
No, she's
think
a
you're
bear.
right.
I kind of don't. I think you're gonna kind of get your balls clawed
Well, with
off.
that attitude, I would imagine you're going to get eaten.
Yeah. They
You
can
and Miss
sense
Lingus.
fear. They can sense your doubt.
No, you don't have. I feel bad for this little creature, but it's really risky.
All right.
You get the professionals out there with, rifles and
Rifles.
Yeah,
You shoot the bucket off the bear's head.
you do what?
Hold still.
It's, you know what, Josh? It's a problematic fair game, but I really wanted to win that Minion plushie. So, yeah, I played it.
Oh, that is a problematic fair game.
Peacocks and peahens, they are loud and flashy
sure?
and apparently
Are
annoying.
you sure it's peahens?
No, it's pussies.
Because the peacocks are the
Yep.
males.
Males and peahens.
And the males are the ones with the big
Beautiful.
Yes.
display in the butt.
But
Yeah.
I think
Display in the butt.
I think Josh might be onto something with pussies.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
female peacock.
These peafowl have taken over a suburb
Oh.
of Miami known as Pinecrest,
Peafowl. Did you have asparagus?
an affluent area. I did last night. It was very good. With around 18,000 residents. With the peacock population growing, residents have been looking for a way to humanely keep their numbers in check, not with a gun. Thank you. The town is actually pursuing a more clever solution. They've hired a vet to perform peacock vasectomies.
Wow. So he's going to peacock block them, essentially.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And peacocks have gas when they're
When they're having vasectomies?
feel threatened.
Oh, they do? So let's say I were to approach a peacock.
Right.
I just want to pluck one
Okay.
feather.
All right.
And I'm just going to grab that now. Oh, it got me. It got me.
You're going to pluck one feather?
I just want one. I want to make
One
a very
peacock
fancy
feather.
pen.
Do skunks make a noise when they spray?
No.
No, you know what? Yeah, they go.
They go, take that!
Ho, ho, ho.
Why don't they just? I don't understand why they don't just shoot them.
Because it's cruel, Tom. These are living creatures.
Just shoot everything.
Imagine if that video came out of a beautiful peacock showing.
I don't understand why they don't just shoot you. That's my point. How have you not got to
start keeping? We got to start keeping a list of the things you will.
Isn't Tom shot at daily and just doesn't know it? Walking by and ting, like a stop sign next to him.
He's just got his Raycons in, can't hear
He goes,
anything.
hey, did anybody else go by that musical stop sign?
No, it's like the hippos. Remember, they were going to spend millions of dollars transporting these hippos in South America.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
Hire some hunters and get rid of them.
No, it's not the hippo's fault.
Well,
so they're going to let them ruin the. You come on, grow up.
Ruin the ecology of what? Whatever S-hole country they're in.
I believe.
Not too concerned.
Wait a second, Josh. I haven't heard the S-hole country line for about 4 years.
I think it's in Colombia.
I believe it's. If you ask me, it's underused. Yeah, I know nothing about where.
But once again, they've got these hippos from what is it? From the drug dealer guy.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar.
And they're ruining the ecology of this place, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think you should shoot them, but I also don't think a guy your age should say send them back to Africa. So, you got to take your pick there.
Weren't they sending them to Mexico? I think they were.
I forget what they were doing.
But
why not just turn that whole place into a hippo reserve?
No, they were sending them to India.
Could be.
I don't know.
They were sending them to India.
I thought they were sending them to Toys R Us.
Okay.
They were going to, and then they closed.
Thank you very much.
Bad luck for the hippos.
Right now, I want to remind you that Steven Singer Jewelers is out there. And Steven Singer has a really good idea. He doesn't like those Franken diamonds, those fake lab-grown. I've made it in the lab. He likes the real thing, real natural earth-born diamonds. And that's why he'll give you a lab-grown diamond if you get a real natural earth-born diamond. Maybe you want to get an engagement ring or something else. There's lots of great diamonds out there. Steven Singer's got lots of different varieties for you, and I'm talking about those real natural earth-born diamonds. See what I'm talking about by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Get all the details on what's out there, because a lot of other jewelers are happy to sell you those lab-grown diamonds. Not Steven Singer. And Steven is famous, of course, for his guarantee. If you want to turn those diamonds in a year, you're going to get full value. In 5 years, you're going to get full value. Next week, you're going to get full value. Also, he's known for his famous shipping, and it's quick. And he's got a lot of stuff to choose from. IHateStevenSinger.com. If you've got an anniversary coming up, maybe you're getting engaged, maybe you want to just do that back-to-school bracelet. Earrings are always a plus for the ladies and for the gents. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Find out about that free lab-grown diamond, PU, with the purchase of the real thing. Real, natural, earth-born diamonds. When we come back, we have a little surprise for you guys.
All right.
Uh-huh.
See, Chick, you gotta open yourself up like I do too. The new things.
You got to be accepting and open-minded.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. When we come back,
I'll try. I'll look to you, Tom.
All right.
Thank you.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom.
Now, we have a request. Christy, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Christy does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips. And
I see.
They are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as a tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well,
the big show.
The big
that'd be
duet.
nice, but there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking again.
wearing the most ungodly
It's
outfits.
so embarrassing. I look at my friend.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and
That's great,
talking.
but you know, at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking
And
again.
there's the other
I
girl
wish
who
we
wore the
never
global
met. She's
midget the
talking
other day. Oh my
again.
God, the scarf
She's
she
like a
had.
TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
That cellulite was something everybody
I'm in
has, so
horrific
why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I
to
think
get
she's
those
on
horrible
cocaine.
scars, your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I
now.
need
It's
some
not
because she's
attractive.
talking and talking
Oh my
and
God.
talking, talking and
And
talking.
I'll tell you what, if she
I
wears
don't
that
care
bathing suit
about
one
a
more
word
time, I
you
am gonna
say.
have to-
You
I don't know.
already told that
Strap
stupid
her to her
story
rooms and
anyway.
she's a
I'm
mirror.
gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is as good as I am ever going to look. Oh, my God. And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and the girl had
It's
on
really
this dress.
bugging me. She's talking
Her husband's
again.
in a beautiful
It's
tuxedo.
so embarrassing.
She
I look
has
at
on
my
this
friends.
Unbelievably
I
low
think
cut
she's
dress.
psycho because she's
I
talking
couldn't
and
believe
talking.
it. Here we are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on,
talking
Amy.
again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
Ah, See what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, then?
Wow. Christy Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way and
have you
breasts
ever
hanging
seen
out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way?
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgeon? Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go
anymore. Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everyone. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
We're in a gym today to find out what athletes need after they've had a big workout. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
You look pretty sweaty.
Yeah. I just jogged 5 miles. I did the weights. Did some step aerobics. God, I'm dying.
What do you need after a big workout like that?
I could use a big glass of water.
Water?
Yeah.
You don't want water. You need something to replace your bodily fluids. Get you back on your feet again.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do you got?
Here, try this.
What is it?
Thirspiration Plus.
Thirspiration Plus, huh?
Replaces all your bodily fluids after a big workout.
All right, yeah, I'll try it. Jesus, what is that? Tastes like sweat.
It is sweat. Well, a little coloring and we added some carbonation, but
What are you trying to do to me?
Thirspiration Plus replaces all your bodily fluids lost during a big workout.
Manager!
Perspiration Plus. Bodily sweat and icy cold jug.
Come here, you crazy son of a...
I borrow your shirt and your shorts for later.
You're sick!
Perspiration Plus. Lemon lime, tropical punch, or clear.
Can I borrow your shorts for later?
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. If you're not, you're a communist.
So what else is in your room?
I have dogs playing poker.
Definitely.
I have 3 of the dogs playing poker on the wall.
You have dogs playing poker on the wall?
The big velvet
The painting? Is it
Not
a tapestry?
The velvet. They're not velvet.
Is it
no.
a tapestry?
I do have dogs playing poker, a tapestry, one of them, but no, they're not the tapestry.
Mm-hmm.
The tapestry that I gave you of my face.
It is actually my comforter.
I have that. That's in my living room.
Can I tell you this honestly? In all truth, my comforter is at the dry cleaners right now, and your tapestry is on my bed right now. I slept underneath it last night.
Is he facing up or down?
He's facing down. I've never slept better.
Really? Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
On this show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Blatant hostility. We're getting to it. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Tom Griswold. He's over there.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Mixing it up.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Josh Arnold's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Shut up.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. And I'm Chick McGee. Tom?
I mentioned we have a little surprise. I know if you look at the big screen, you will see.
Well, at least that was nice this time. Most of the time, they're super disappointed when I'm the surprise.
It's Jeff Oskay.
I wish you would stop saying I'm a surprise. I'm a human being. I have feelings and emotions.
Words hurt, don't they?
A little bit.
Your dad told me you were a surprise.
Yikes.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Your siblings, 10 years older than you?
they had me and realized they'd reached perfection.
Jeff's not a surprise. He's a gift.
Exactly.
Oh,
To
thanks.
all of us.
Your dad didn't say, "You're what?"
Hey, we give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Nobody asked for it. No one wants it. And not a single listener is tuning in just for this. But here it is anyway. The midweek edition of Failed to Mention News. Now here's your host, Jeff Oskay.
That's right. Boom! Scientists are warning of time-traveling pathogens as ice melts in different regions of the world. They're worried that some diseases that have gone extinct will rear their ugly heads again. What you failed to mention, I'm most worried that we're going to see a resurgence of COVID-19 BC. We learned a woman had a sneezing fit that lasted for over 2 years. What you failed to mention, she had to get a second mortgage on her house just to pay for the $34,000 of Kleenex she went through.
Sneezing a lot.
Sneezing, that's right. Disney is offering a contest where the winner gets to stay in the Cinderella suite. What you failed to mention, be careful with the glass slipper, though. Last year's winner, a bit portly, they're still picking glass shards out of her foot.
Daddy broke the shoe.
Glass slipper.
Brushed it with her fatness.
Jeez.
Fatness.
Big world after all. What's up, Pat with the save. People are worried that their AI sex robots could possibly be hacked and used to blackmail the owner. Yes. Well, you failed to mention that's why I'll stick with my blow-up doll. Those broads know how to keep their mouths shut.
Yes, they do.
Well, for the most part.
Yeah.
For the
Now you just wave a needle in front of their face. They get the picture.
A Miami town, Christy just mentioned this, a Miami town is overrun with peacocks. They're resorting to performing vasectomies on the peacocks to curb the boom and burst. What you failed to mention is Florida. I'm surprised they haven't tried preaching abstinence. A student in South Korea was at an art museum, took a banana from a piece of art valued at $120,000 and ate it.
Yeah.
What you failed to mention, this will go down as the most expensive hamstring cramp remedy on record. Hamstring cramp remedy on record. That's a lot of words in a row. Because of her gigantic breast, a woman can no longer ride roller coasters when she goes to theme parks. What you failed to mention, she's now forced to watch her friends ride roller coasters while she sips on one of her 70 free drinks bought for her at the park cantina. And let's see here. Thanks, Jack. Researchers report that saying hi to your neighbor will boost your well-being. What you failed to mention, I call BS. There's a reason privacy fences and back porches are as popular as they are. And finally, we talked about the 90-year-old today, but last week an 80-year-old couple got married at a nursing home. What you failed to mention, the something borrowed the man's kidney. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that I failed to mention.
Very good.
There you go, Jeff Oskay.
Thank you very much.
Real treat.
Nice surprise. Did you like
That
that?
was a nice surprise.
Yes, very much.
The midweek
Big surprise.
edition,
Yeah.
if you will. Now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Well, talking about old people in Florida, a 74-year-old man recently donated his 150th gallon of blood.
Gallon?
Officials with One Blood
See
said
the
Ronald...
picture of this guy?
How's he still alive?
Yeah, I just wish he hadn't brought it in a bucket.
Sir, there's a better way to do this.
Here you go. I brought the ladle.
They give you a cookie. And I just don't know how else I can get cookies this
What do you
good.
want me to do?
Ronald Rabarek celebrated the milestone at the One Blood organization's Oviedo Donor Center.
Call me Ronnie.
The septuagenarian, I can't even say
The
the word,
70-plus-year-old.
has no doubt saved the lives of hundreds of patients over his
for
blood
him. That's
donation
great.
career.
I doubt it.
Rabarek said, I like helping people, and this is one easy way to help others, even if I don't know who they are. Rabarek, who has been donating blood since the 1980s, reached the 150 donation mark because he gives platelets every 2 weeks.
That's right.
Good for him.
This so negative stuff can kick back. In my day, there was only A and B.
And of course, my blood, no minorities. But that goes without saying.
It's as pure as the driven snow. But I don't need to tell you.
It's skim. Pure, clean, low-fat blood. That's good for that's a great thing to do. Good for
Yes,
him.
it is a great thing to do. I'm not.
You ever donate blood?
Yeah, sure.
I have not.
Makes me dizzy.
I did in high school all the time because you could get out of class.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I could now, but at the time I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't weigh enough at the time. Now I weigh plenty, but
yeah, now you're...
Take all you want.
Yeah.
Blood drive, they just have you.
yeah, that's exactly right.
Keep taking over.
We're going to get more sandwiches.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. The cookies will be gone.
I can't see blood without fainting. Really?
I get uneasy. I get
Very
uneasy,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't have my blood drawn. I have to. Oh no.
I don't like to look.
No, I don't either.
Fascinated.
Queasy.
My doctor had me hold a vial of my own blood, and it was warm, and I got real lightheaded.
Really?
This is bizarre. This was my life fluid.
Why were you holding it?
You're a
He
big
goes, hey, can you hold this? Yeah.
pansy. is what
You
you
should
are.
change doctors.
Well,
You could never be a vampire.
no, I couldn't.
Or a
Yeah, I couldn't
phlebotomist.
No.
Or a serial killer.
Go to Vietnam.
No,
Like your dad says.
too
he
much
did.
blood.
Coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have codeine and cocaine.
Fun.
yeah, buddy.
What's the difference between those two?
Codeine is
About
down.
$80?
Cocaine is up.
Yeah. Oh, methamphetamines in the news. We have...
You've made a meth of everything.
Yeah.
We'll certainly look forward
and
to all
board
this.
games in the news. You like to play board games,
Willie?
Not all drugs.
All right, when we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules.
Chick McGee. Chick said earlier he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite one-sided. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people.
Oh, yeah, feel it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay, you got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, you better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? On your mark. Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep going, Chick. The cow's leaning over towards you. You must be. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks of the section of the jersey? She falls off. Stay with her. Hang in there. Stay with her. Hold her back. Bill, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chick. And time. It's over, Chick. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already. So.
Smiley's ahead. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you did.
Well, we have a sip. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this down. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Rich? You know, like his milk, you make that rich pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there are kids here. They shouldn't see this. We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
all right.
Okay.
Not a fan. The entire family had to wait while they brought over a backhoe and dug another hole.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
They both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a treat, and they both hang out right there by the shell.
They both walk slow with a simple pace, both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Turtles and whores, turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. They both advertise a little tail, move so much and never get mail. They both go by the same nickname, Snapper. Snapper. Daddy never told about the birds and bees, but always talked about both these and made it clear only one was fit to eat. Turtles and whores.
Yeah.
Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores.
Turtles and whores.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. Make small talk, never let them see fear. Don't work alone, just bait or beer. And when you're done, just drop them by the river. Turtles and whores.
Everybody.
Turtles and whores. I've caught both while fishing. I'm always on a mission. And they both hate the kitchen. Turtles and whores.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7, 24/7.
And the airlines, they tell you all this psychological stuff to make you feel safe. Like every time you get on the plane, they talk about the flotation seat. And they explain it to you. Like if you go down, if you crash in the ocean, then this seat will float. 2 planes out of 100 go overseas. 98 out of 100 stay right here. So if you want to make me happy, you show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. That's what I like. This is what they got everything just confused like that.
James Gregory is our guest. He's not a flyer, apparently.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. The phone.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
I want to get a steak today. I'm going to get a steak later.
Ooh, yeah.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much. We had a nice visit with Jeff Oskay. It was very fun. I like this new idea of the midweek, if you will.
Don't give him more work.
Or let me write for him.
Oh, well.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well.
You know what, Ace? You should write one of those and see how that goes.
I think I will.
Yeah,
all right.
you should.
Okay.
It'll make Jeff angry, and then it'll be funny, and then he'll do it on air. It'll get a laugh. Then he'll be angry again.
Yep.
And then it'll be funny after that again.
It's a lot of feelings.
Poor Jeff.
Without any further ado.
Who's that sexy man with a deep
Perfect.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
The guy gets in a taxi in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
He asks the driver, aren't you afraid I might be a serial killer? Driver thinks about it and says, 2 serial killers in one car? Pretty small.
I like that. The odds aren't good.
I like that.
That's good.
Wow. So the taxi driver's a killer, too.
Sure.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Would you get out of the cab if he said that?
I'd
be a
laugh
good
and then
way-
slit his throat.
It would
good way to
depend. It
start
would
a
depend on
movie.
the day. It would depend on the day whether I get out of the
All right. Fair enough.
I see. I want to remind everybody, we've got our pigskin pick'em competition up and running. And the way it works is you just pick all the games, pro football, every week. And we do it 1 week at a time. So that first week is posted. Just pick the winners. Forget about the spread. Just pick the winners. And whoever gets the most will win a big green egg mini max. Now, if there's a tie, we have a whole bunch of tiebreakers.
Lost in the weeds.
It's very complicated.
Feats of strength. There's a tie.
Yes.
How many push-ups can you do? No, it's a lot of fun, and you get to also, if you win on any given week, you get to take on Chick McGee.
That's right.
In the famous shoe-in of the week.
Let's take it public.
Cage match.
Yes, wrestle.
Yeah.
And, of course, the Big Green Egg Mini Max, the Rolls-Royce of outdoor cooking. You'll love it.
The Rolls-Royce is the big green egg of automobiles.
Oh. Wow, you just blew my mind.
That's right. How about that?
Wow. Makes me want to hear some David LaFlame. Roll a big fatty.
No, thank you.
Are you up to speed on David LaFlame?
I am.
I got an interesting letter about David LaFlame.
I bet not.
I bet you did.
I believe you got a letter.
Yeah.
White Room by Cream is better. Blackbird by the Beatles is better.
Yes.
There's so many better Birds
Wasn't there
and White songs.
Jefferson Airplane song that sounded a lot like
that's
that.
what I was thinking.
I mean, that's what they're. that's the same ilk.
Yeah.
It's that was the San Francisco, the bands that
Treat.
emerged from there. Steve Miller Band, Jefferson Airplane, Grateful
They had
Dead.
White Rabbit, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. White Rabbit. Maybe
Age
that's
of
what it was.
Aquarius. That kind of reminded me of
From
that
Hair.
feel. Oh,
But yeah, this was
sorry.
a lot of people that are of a certain age heard that on the underground FM stations.
Pirate radio.
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Actually had
Cheryl is kind enough to write Tom.
Hey, hippie chick.
Multiple exclamation points, which I
can't believe
typically
you
don't
played
approve
my
of. One is
favorite
enough.
song of all time.
I love, all caps, that song. And by the way, so does Bill Murray.
Well, good for Bill Murray.
That seems right.
One of the greatest men on walking the earth, Bill Murray. He's a fan
One
of that
of
song,
the
too.
greatest men walking. Okay, nice guy.
Oh, well, less
Yeah.
than that now than before.
Oh, come on. He's brought a lot of joy to a
He
lot of
has
people.
brought a lot of joy
Said
to a lot of
he
people.
liked that song. I can't think of
The
it
reason
now
we're
without
playing that is sadly David LaFlame, the man who sings that with, I think, his then wife, I'm thinking.
Linda.
And
Linda LaFlame.
plays the violin, has died.
That's
And
Linda's
the,
name.
Yeah, Linda
LaFlame. That's a silly. That's Superman's girlfriend, Linda LaFlame.
Yeah, have we looked? Have we Wikipedia'd him? What's his real name? It's not LaFlame.
I don't know.
I think it is.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I just
But I
assumed it
didn't-
was a stage name.
David LaFlame,
Like
Linda
Griswold.
LaFlame.
I got to get a look at this David LaFlame.
You think the name would be more suited to, I don't know, Liberace.
Yeah. David LaFlame sounds like the French Evil Knievel. He does stunts and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, that
He
could be a
was
badass
born
name.
in Salt Lake City in 1941.
Not what I asked.
Okay. Right.
Linda took his name.
Yeah.
Chick just
She
taking
loved
it.
the name
All
LaFlame.
right.
I want to be a LaFlame.
There's David LaFlame there.
Yeah.
There he is, playing his violin.
Oh, my
fine,
God.
fine
It
artist.
looks like he's crapping on stage.
Yeah, he does not look
In a way.
good.
White bird crapping on your car.
Okay, come on.
Chick started it. Okay, what have you got over there, Christy? What have we missed anything?
Yeah, the Washington State Police report that an off-ramp roundabout had to be closed when a tanker truck overturned and spilled red wine across the roadway.
Now that's a good song.
And yesterday was Red Wine Day, too. This is quite ironic.
Well, that's-
Trooper C. Thornton, Public Information Officer for the WSP District 3,
Channel
said the
7.
truck overturned at the roundabout of State Road 225 and Interstate 82 off-ramp in Benton City, Washington.
Red wine all over the highway?
Yeah.
They'll never get that stain out.
No. Not, now we need a club soda truck to spill.
Yeah.
Very good.
Have it right
yes.
next to mile marker UB40. Pat? Yeah? Are we getting a UB40 knockoff out of you?
No, you'd think I'd go that way.
Yeah.
But, my favorite on the highway thing was the story about the grapes in the highway, and there's a wine reference. So I think
all right. Gonna
you'll
shoot
enjoy
ours.
this.
Yeah, we had
exactly what I'm doing.
we had the truck spilling the
They didn't
grapes.
want to write a new song.
Super. Ventura Highway.
I think you're going to enjoy this.
Okay.
Ventura Highway.
Isn't that pretty? Chewing on a piece of gum, driving down the road.
That other story must have gum in it.
I'm hauling a ton of grapes. It's a seedless load. Seedless load makes me laugh.
Yes.
Cause it occurs to me. You're gonna laugh at this. I just had a vasectomy. Grapes on the highway. In the sunshine. If they're out here longer, they'll get stronger and turn into wine. They're gonna fire me. I know. Cause Freebird was playing in the cab. I had the CB on and I started to gab. I was thinking about ways back there. I had a lot lizard's legs up in the air. In the air. Oh, Sing it with me. Do-do-do. 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 That's nice, Willie. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. We're going to end right here. White bird, white bird, white bird, white bird.
Oh, that was nice. Thank you, Pat. I'm glad we brought that one back.
I like when people guess your lyrics and sing them. It sounds like a Beastie Boys song. It's a lot of fun.
Where's he going with this?
We have a little bit of time here. Christy, you've got one more story?
Authorities in the Netherlands discovered a hearse loaded with nearly 1,500 pounds of the chemicals needed to make methamphetamine.
Whose was it? Hearse?
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 A hearse?
Hearse or his?
Hearse or his?
According to local media, authorities became suspicious of the funeral vehicle due to its unusually low position while driving on the A15 highway.
That's either a real fat ass.
They got a fatty in the back.
Following the arrest.
Hey, sir, when you initially saw that hearse, what did you think was going on?
They got a fatty in the back. What country is this again?
The Netherlands.
Whatever that is.
Oh, what's the Netherlands accent?
You big fatty in bed.
That's close enough. There's a big fatty in the back.
You were doing like a Louisiana Shrimpo captain. That was nuts.
You're way off.
Following the arrest, a search was conducted at the driver's business location in Hoogvliet, where authorities found a drug lab and half a kilo of cocaine.
Holy hell.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Was there a body in there, too?
No.
It doesn't say there was a body in there.
Wait a minute, was there a body anywhere?
It's a hearse.
1,500 pounds of chemicals. I don't think there'd be room for the body.
It said it was a hearse. Doesn't
That's
necessarily mean
that's what's usually in one.
Well, it may,
When you pass one on the road, you always look to see if there's anybody in there.
Always.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you mean?
You can't really see. They're
Yeah, they have the
usually,
curtains
or
No, but
blacked
sometimes
out.
you can see.
If they're driving to pick up a body, there's not a body in there already.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if there is. There could just be a casket.
lot of
You
mystery.
don't know if what's in the casket.
That's right.
That's why I always roll down my window. Hey! Who do you got back there?
Are you going to pick up?
Are you going to my house? Are they old or young? I need to know how sad you be.
Is that my friend Joe, the big fatty? You know, Big Fatty Joe?
Is that the old fat Joe?
Down in Louisiana again.
Hey, you got Fat Joe? I know he died.
If he was around my age, was he less healthy than I am?
Tell him he still owes me money.
Thank you very much.
Well,
The people behind you in the procession, they're not very happy about it.
People are yelling at me while I'm driving through traffic in my hearse.
Well, now it's time to say hello once again to Steven Singer from Steven Singer Jewelers. What's he got going? In the laboratory that are making lab-grown diamonds, but not for Mr. Singer. No. He doesn't like them. He likes real, natural, earth-born diamonds. And he'd be happy to pass along to you when you purchase a nice engagement ring. He'll pass along to you on the house one of those lab-grown diamonds. He won't sell them. He doesn't think they have any value. But the real diamonds, well, Steven's famous for when it's time to upgrade, you're going to get that full value from Steven Singer. So check out all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven won't sell you something he doesn't believe in, but he does believe in real, natural, earth-born diamonds. And he's got a whole bunch of them available right now. They're in earrings, they're in bracelets, they're all over the place. Maybe that engagement ring, maybe it's the time for that. IHateStevenSinger.com, and he can get that ring to you quick, because he is famous for getting stuff out the door. If you get those orders in before about 2 o'clock Eastern time, they almost always go out that day. Look at the inventory. See what's going on. IHateStevenSinger.com. Real, natural, earth-born diamonds with the famous Steven Singer guarantee. Read all the details. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We've got an odd time capsule in the news. Did anybody hear about this thing? Well, I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of Biggerstaff?
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always. Oh, yeah. All the time.
Hey, is your middle name looking for a?
You know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a bigger staff.
I wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah, then what happened?
She's like, bigger staff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
Your long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah,
that's a myth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr., you are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb.
Yeah.
Give it up for tripping. Like,
Tripping?
well, yeah, tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Yeah. Give it up for Slappy. Like, I like I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
Marley is continually to help offer Byron Scott.
To get Magic Johnson sportscasting my way, call 1-800.
Oh, get it out of here.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Our guest in the studio, Tommy Jernigan.
Before that, my grandparents got in an accident. They hit a beauty salon. Wow. I swear to God.
How did they do that?
Not a mobile one, a freestanding building. Yeah. My grandpa hit it with his car. Oh, wow. He said what happened was he thought the car was in park, that thing, and it was drive. Yeah. And he hit the brakes, but he hit the gas. And then he goes, and then my foot went numb. How many excuses? Was there also a tornado? Just say I'm old. I'll drive wherever I want. That building wasn't there when I started. I fought in a war, buddy.
Were there people in the beauty salon when he hit it?
My grandma was in it.
That says a lot. Okay.
Motive.
Wait a minute.
Automotive.
Suddenly this has turned into CSI.
Opportunity.
He was in the parking lot just sitting there with his, my grandma's never driven. She's just kind of been a burden at parties her entire life.
Someone take me home.
I love her, but she lives 20 miles out of town. Anybody going that way? No one is ever going that way. Move.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, I mean, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the three little pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're awful.
I really thought it was Chick, too. I was about to throw it back at her.
Earls? Time now to rejoin the Bob and Tom Show. We're having technical difficulties. We'll be right back after Christy Lee's at the news desk.
Hello.
That was my fault. I feel I blame myself for what.
Well, I was a punk.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Usually when somebody is mean to someone and then they're mean to the wrong person in this room, it's just words. But that was a physical manifestation of what happened.
For those of you just joining us, I backhanded Christy.
With a paper wad. I don't think I can throw anymore. I don't even
Here,
think
throw at me. I won't move, Christy. You can.
Oh, right in the forehead.
Chick, you took it like a champion.
Wow. Was that off the headphone or the...
My ear.
It was off his ear.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you hit the edge of it. Go ahead.
Tom, are you enjoying this radio?
No, I'm not.
Willie, your son walked up to me in the hallway just now and said, I'm going to assault you. And was moving his hand back and forth like a
Wilbur.
I was gonna grab his junk is what I was going to do.
Yeah. His uncle.
Take that, Uncle Chick.
Do guys grab junk?
There's Jess Hooker.
Oh, God.
Gay guys. Gay guys.
I don't think these guys do.
But you know how you'll like feel your girlfriend's boob? Like,
Well, if they've had their boobs done, yeah.
But like, I didn't know if guys did that.
Well, do guys get their junks done?
I don't know.
We smack ass. Good job. Whack.
Oh, okay.
when I had my reduction, they let Chick check it out.
Oh, that's nice.
You've heard of Locks for Love. Ace was donating to a similar organization.
What was that called?
We found a match.
He gave it to McGee, so they called it Dicks for Chicks. It was pretty fun.
Oh.
Is everyone having a good time?
That's why they call him the parfait.
I'm Chick, your son. Wait a minute.
Christy, we got
this announcement.
What?
Enjoy the tournament, and let's keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
That cultural appropriation.
I don't know.
Chick, what does mi casa is su casa mean again?
The house is my house, and Su Casa's hot.
My house.
Oh, okay, my house is too hot?
Yes.
That's what it's
Too hot.
My house is your house.
Okay.
But I didn't know she lived there. That's interesting.
Okay, Christy.
Okay, Tom.
This guy's. I'm just warning you. This guy's really mad. All right.
I don't care.
Which guy?
This guy, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Dave is angry.
About?
Dear Christy, you are perpetuating a falsehood.
Yes, I love this already.
Go ahead.
For millennia, a blue moon was defined as the third full moon in a season with 4 full moons.
What?
In the 1940s, an amateur writer writing an article for Sky and Telescope magazine. This is an interesting trivia fact. Incorrectly stated that a blue moon was the second full moon in a month. The mistake has been perpetuated by people ignorant of the truth ever since.
Well,
this guy's mad.
That guy needs to be mad at the world because it's everywhere. Blue moon, August 2023.
This week's full moon is the third and final full moon of the summer. Therefore, it is not a blue moon. Please do not perpetuate this falsehood.
The August full moon is set to make an appearance on Wednesday night of August 30th, and it will be the blue moon of 2023.
Don't be mad, remember. Windbag's going to windbag, and we elicit that sort of...
If you're looking for the truth, listen to another show.
Well,
wait a minute. That should be a T-shirt.
I believe.
What about...
I think the honesty
it's a supermoon.
is too much for
Why don't we just call it the August supermoon, the second one of the month?
This will drop some knowledge, some truth.
Sniz.
How about that?
That is
What
the
is
sniz
that?
moon. Sniz on the rag. Because I have an itchy sniz. You know what a sniz is?
I don't. I assume it's your nose. I don't know.
You getting sniz on the rag? That's what I was doing.
No, we were informed that the latest in the street slang for the front ladies naughty the mommy part, if you will.
That's not an old term. That's a new
It's
term?
older, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's new to Tom.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, you're familiar.
So that means
You're
you'll
familiar
be
with-
hearing it a lot.
You're familiar with the use of sniz?
No, I'm not. It just sounds old. I guess maybe because you've said it. I didn't. I mean, no offense, but I just.
No offense.
None taken.
No, but when Tom says a word
You
that
mean
much,
a reference that normally Tom would make would be dated?
Yes,
I see.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know, like,
but-
oh, you kid.
Wilbur, do you know? Are you using sniz?
Yeah, I was, getting some road sniz or something.
Oh,
is-
okay.
Is a way
Is
you
that
could
right?
say it. Yeah, use it in a sentence. You
Is
know?
that right?
No, it's not right. Never.
You got some road sniz?
No one has ever watched me talk about my small penis on stage and been like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with Will after the show.
I wrote a song about it, but I guess it wasn't as popular as I thought it was.
Yeah.
But
Maybe you
I'm
should
getting
change.
busy. Oh, with the snizzy. I'm getting busy. Oh, with the snizzy.
I like that Sniz Khalifa does a verse. It's really good on
there
it.
you go.
When I put Alka-Seltzer in it, it gets fizzy. The fizzy snizzy I'm getting busy with.
I'm going to fill it with a little bit of my...
That's where I think radio said no thank
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Christy, you had a question about sniz.
No, I don't. I'm going to move on now.
Well, she sounds defeated.
Look, Christy, if you ever have a question about vaginas,
Yes.
just ask one of us men.
Okay. I've had my own for 60-some years.
No,
I know exactly what's going on down there.
We have a scale of various aspects of...
We are connoisseurs.
A scale
10
of
being the
what?
best, 0 being the worst.
Yeah. Is 0 flappy?
Ooh, it can be.
Wow.
You know that in school I loved like human anatomy and physiology and all that stuff, and I did pretty well. But I remember this one girl said something about a vagina, and I go, "Well, you understand." And I started telling her, and then I went, "What am I doing telling this woman about vaginas?" That's the definition of mansplaining.
Yeah.
Some guy telling me.
Christy, I'm sorry. We interrupted your newscast. I feel
The
so
crowd
bad.
was left disappointed after a 200-year-old time capsule was opened to reveal.
Nothing.
Thank you. Vice News reports the
We filled it
lead
with our
box
farts.
was discovered at the base of a monument at West Point Academy.
This'll get him.
Officials determined it was placed there in 1828, and they planned a big event for its opening.
Why?
During the highly anticipated ceremony, which was also
fart in it.
live streamed online, West Point officials
All right, let's go pry this baby open.
excitedly promised Joshua would be better than Geraldo.
He insists on doing the news. We couldn't get our fart. We're trying to do fart jokes, Christy.
The box's lid was carefully opened, only to reveal nothing but silt inside, causing the crowd to groan.
Silk?
Silt.
Silk?
S-I-L-T. Silt.
Nothing
Like
in
a
there.
dress? A silk
Silt.
dress?
No,
Silt, like dust.
dirt, dust.
Wet dust.
God.
What is
Like
it?
what you're going to be if you continue this irritating interrupt.
Like a windowsill? What is it?
No. There was nothing in it.
Whatever it was, it turned to dust, basically.
Haven't they learned anything from the Geraldo thing?
Apparently not.
The Geraldo thing, you want to explain this? Do you remember?
I do. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was a big deal. He was going to open whose tomb?
Al Capone's
It was Al
vault.
Capone's vault.
Vault.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
And there was nothing there.
There wasn't anything there.
Did live television, a huge build-up.
Was he was a joke after that, essentially? Or was he a joke before that?
No, that really made him a joke.
Yeah.
It didn't help him.
Yeah.
But why would they do this at West Point, knowing that the odds are there's nothing in there?
Well, I bet there was something in there.
Yeah,
just over time,
somebody dug it up between now and then. They took
stole it.
Yeah, it's a mystery now.
Or it was a time capsule of when people had nothing.
That's
right.
True.
Show 'em what
All
we
they
had.
had was dirt.
This really disappoints you because you're a big fan of time capsules, aren't
Oh,
you?
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't do it in front of you don't do the
You must-
live stream and have all the military officers on the side.
Why not? There's no reason for them to think it would be empty.
Oh, you must watch those documentaries about the Egyptologists who are always doing archaeological digs in Egypt then. They find some great stuff. A papyrus from like 2,500 years ago was
Really?
just found. Yeah, it's amazing. That's the kind of stuff that's cool to watch, not this.
If you're
Hey,
a dork.
Hey,
I am a dork.
Pat.
Yeah.
Do you have these sad sports theme over there?
Oh,
Sure.
no.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm all out of sorts. I want some sad sports. Chick, give me sad sports for me.
This is an email. One of my correspondents
Yeah.
Contributing sad sports. Yesterday, I was pulling into my neighborhood, and there was a line of about 10 geese walking across the road.
No.
I immediately thought of Chick and decided this time I'd take his advice. Now, you recall, I have a deal with the geese. I don't slow down, but I don't speed up either. If they get out of my way, they get out of my way. I don't run them down, but if they're in my way...
I fear this is a real letter.
It is a real letter.
Don't finish this.
Well... ... I hit 2 geese in front of a family with 2 kids.
What a jerk.
It was not good.
What a jerk.
Lots of screaming and crying. No damage to my car, though, so that's a plus.
Who gave you that letter?
Why are you reading that letter?
This is from, it's not like it happened in the real world. It's from Toledo. So there you go.
So we're going to have to
write the geese a check.
Am I going to have to approve all letters?
You like geese, don't you?
Love.
You love the geese?
You do?
I think they're so funny.
They're so cute.
I like that they hang out with their friends.
Yeah.
They stay in a pack. They take care of each other.
You know, they have turds that a truck driver would admire.
It's not their fault they were designed that way.
They leave them all over the sidewalks.
The subject of this letter is Chick's geese policy gone bad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
Have you ever been chased by one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was.
They're evil.
No, they're not evil. You got in its area.
Right.
What did you do?
I got too close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of those. It was one of those parking lot islands with all the big grass. I didn't know I was that close.
That's not your fault.
No.
Yeah, no, the geese was overreacting.
Yeah.
I think if one of those, if they're chasing me as a group, I just grab one and then I kind of do a little lasso move, and then all of his boys get afraid and they run away, right?
Yeah, they go, oh, dude, this dude's for real, and then they,
This guy's for real.
yeah.
Spin around my head like a helicopter.
No.
US
go ahead. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
U.S. Customs officials in Philadelphia intercepted a gallon of codeine syrup that was shipped from the United Kingdom. The shipment was manifested as vegetable glycerin. CBP officers opened the parcel and found 6 17-ounce bottles that contained a thick, syrupy liquid that field tested positive for the properties of codeine.
CBP.
Codeine, a Scheduled 3 controlled substance, can be mixed with alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages into a concoction known on the street as...
Lean, dirty Sprite.
Yep, that's right. Purple drink, cough syrup, lean, or scissorup.
Yep.
Scissorup, yeah.
Yep.
Codeine,
Tussin?
beer, and P. What's the P? Oh, pornography.
That's your Friday night
That's
right
their
there. isn't it?
ATF. That's a super secret organization. There's ATF and there's CBP.
Really?
Yep. Look, Tom's looking at me like I'm telling him the
Customs
truth.
Border Patrol, for God's sake. He knew that.
Okay. All right.
A company says truffles could become a new low-calorie sweetener in the future.
Truffles.
The mushrooms?
The company known as Myco Technology said it's standing on the brink of a sweet revolution.
Myco, one day.
After discovering a sweet protein derived from honey truffles, the company believes it could produce what's called a clean, high-intensity natural sweetener at a
You're
cost...
a high-intensity natural sweetener.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Is expected to be competitive with sugar.
You're competitive with sugar over there.
The new honey truffle sweetener is expected to be commercialized in North America starting in 2025 or 26.
I always get confused.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Truffles, I thought were mushrooms.
There are different kinds of truffles.
Okay.
I don't think truffles
Which ones have the
anything to do
ridges?
with mushrooms other than
Ruffles. No, you're thinking of ruffles.
I don't know that truffles...
Ruffles have the ridges?
Yeah, and Ruffles with Truffles is coming out next summer. $500 a bag.
Yeah.
I think there are ruffles with truffles already.
Really?
They're really good.
I mean,
think.
truffles are it's a fungus, right? It's like mushrooms that way. It's just not.
But what's the sweet truffle?
I don't know.
It's a honey truffle
I've
is
never
what it
heard of
says.
that.
You're a little honey truffle.
Would you stop?
Hey, look, he only harasses you once in a blue moon.
That's pretty good.
Wow. So this will be a
You ever
incredibly
gone
expensive.
truffle hunting? It's
No.
unbelievable.
Well, you got to take
Unbelievable.
You got to take pigs or dogs.
You got to take a pig with
And
you.
not attractive dogs, by the way. These dogs that I went with were just
Ugly dogs?
all matted and muddy, and
well, they're truffle
they dig
hunters.
down and they look like they're looking for turds. They look like
What do
little
they
turds.
taste like?
Oh, they're very good. You've
Truffles?
had truffles.
I think truffles taste like fingernail polish.
Oh no, I love
Really?
truffles.
They have that kind of parsnippy
Truffle
alcohol.
oil.
There's
Yes.
a bar around here that has truffle salt on their popcorn. It's really good.
Oh, and truffle for French fries. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that bar, the truffle popcorn. That's real. That's where I go to that. Well, that and the vodka.
Yeah.
I go for that. Yeah.
Truffle popcorn.
Man, it was so good.
They have white spring truffles or black truffles. Yeah. But you're right. They're a fun,
Hey,
fun
Josh,
guy.
Sometimes they'll say, "What's the truffle?"
Oh, and what do you do?
You go, no problem. No problem here.
No problem here.
No truffle.
Truffle's my middle name.
We don't want no truffle.
He's a truffle maker.
No truffle at all.
Now, we have...
truffle no more.
Nothing but truffle.
Our little contest happening. It's just getting underway for this pro football season. You get to pick each week. Just pick the winners. And each week we pick someone who had the most winners. Will be our winner. There's a tie-breaking
Say winner
situation.
again.
You're a winner.
What's your favorite season?
Winner.
Winner? Okay. Go skiing then?
Who's your favorite guy with the first name Edgar?
Winner.
Oh, I love Edgar Winter's White Trash. I'm a huge fan. You got to go to bobandtom.com/contest. You can enter for the first week already. First week of the NFL starts a week from this weekend. What is it, a week from Thursday?
A week from this week.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
It's not this
A week
weekend.
from
It's
Thursday.
next Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, the 7th, yes.
Okay, a week from Thursday would be the way to say that.
Yeah, I don't know how we got confused.
Bob and Tom /contest.
It's my fault.
There's no one more entertaining.
You could
Really? I wait. I sit here all morning to wait for him to do something.
The prize is the Big
Yes.
Green Egg Mini Max,
Yes,
which
tell
you
me.
could be a winner of in the winter,
Oh, yeah.
or in the fall, or even in late summer during a blue moon. So enter right now, bobandtom.com/contest. Have some fun. Real quick, I have a real quick question for Willie.
Yeah, what's up?
These early prop bets
Sure.
are out there right now. For example, you can pick your favorite team and bet.
Over, under on wins.
Can you bet, will they even make the playoffs? Is that a...
Yeah, right now for the Colts, I have a bet that they'll make the playoffs, and I have another bet that they'll win the AFC South, and that is a hilarious bet to make. Just a funny bet that one could make.
So you put down $100 in that, what would it pay?
$9 million.
Yeah, I have like $200 for the Colts to make the playoffs, and it pays off like $2,000. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Oh, very, very fun, very fun. Right now, I turn over there and I see Mr. McGee. What are you doing over there?
Raycon earbuds. You know, the everyday earbuds from Raycon feel and sound better than ever. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode. And this summer, you can take premium audio with you everywhere you go. And you can listen to Raycons while you travel or during a grueling workout. They have optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. The Raycon earbuds are comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember, the Raycons will not budge. With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth syncing, and Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 five-star reviews. So right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, we're going to educate you into the world of history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love. From a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go, ha, 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 like you do.
Yeah, I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture.
That looks pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing?
I was thinking.
I was just thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends.
That's right.
Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I like it. Paul Thorne.
Catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay. The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's up?
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out of the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real question.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
And his mountain of hair.
Look at this thing. Come on.
Beautiful hair. Beautiful.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I can't wait to be bald. It's the funniest haircut possible.
Have you seen Blackberry yet with Glenn Howerton?
I have. I want to watch it, though.
He's got his hair cut like a bald guy. It's hilarious.
I just can't wait.
Yep. There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
You could shave it.
Nah, I can wait a little bit.
Okay.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Willie had to shave his head once.
Oh, really? Lice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same here.
I went to camp, and then my mom picked 80 lice bugs out of my hair. And she goes, I'm going to stop at 80 and just shave the rest off.
Yep.
But I did have a mohawk at the state fair for one night. And that's cool.
That is cool, dude.
Fit right in.
Good look. Yeah.
Did you have to shave your head for lice, too?
Like 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
We had my mom 4 boys, so we would all get.
Yeah.
When one of us got lice, we all got it.
You're just a filthy person.
We were gross family.
Oh, come on.
Could we?
You have a wonderful
We're
family.
to celebrate right now.
Oh, what are we celebrating?
Important date in history. The
August 29th?
August.
2-9. One short of 30.
Deuce.
Niner.
I'm not prepared for this,
Sierra
but I
Hotel. Oh,
I have a question.
Oh, boy.
A musical question, because today we celebrate.
John Lennon.
We celebrate the invention of chop suey.
Oh. Oh, you're thinking of System of a Down song, Chop Suey?
Yeah, I knew someone. Doesn't someone have a song called Chop Suey?
Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
You wanted to, yes.
The chop suey was invented in New York City by the chef of the Chinese ambassador.
I don't think I've ever had chop suey.
Oh, it used to come in a can. We had it all the time growing up.
The can stuff
Remember that?
Enjoy stuff.
Came in a can.
What was it called?
LaChoy.
LaChoy makes Chinese food.
Right.
Yes.
Swing American.
It's still out there.
I've had LaChoy chow mein, but I've not had chop suey.
I don't think
we had that growing up.
is actually a Chinese food item.
I think that's what Tom's kind of saying here, right?
No, it's developed in New York.
American Chinese, yeah.
Yes, a Chinese chef.
Have you had it, Tom?
Living in New York. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I love Chinese food. Chop suey is that canned stuff is dreadful.
Well, I was raised on it, man.
Yeah.
It was it's heavy on the sprouts, apparently. That's the base.
And water chestnuts, which I love.
Months worth of sodium, probably.
Yeah.
And the glue that holds it together, it tastes like rubber
put fresh
cement.
chicken in it. It was good.
Here's some chopsticks.
Turn about chop suey.
Chop suey. No, how about this?
That's... Whatever we're doing, we should.
What the hell is this?
Is this from Flower Drum Song? No? Oh, this is sukiyaki, not chop suey. Sorry, they were close. That's chopsticks. Okay,
Oh, yeah, Tom
maybe
Hanks
you
wrote
should
that.
move on.
Right? Tom Hanks wrote that, right?
Yeah. Yes, on the giant keyboard.
Him and the rubber.
In 1958, Pat,
Yes.
George Harrison joined the Quarrymen.
Boy. What was their big hit?
Exhausted.
They became the Beatles.
Early name for the Beatles. Yeah.
Oh, the
Silver
Quarrymen.
Beatles.
No,
after
Quarrymen's
that.
big hit was Let's Bust Some Rocks. Let's bust some rocks.
Now, in 2012, the venom of the banana spider was found to be effective in relieving erectile dysfunction.
Who knew?
The what?
Yeah, as for me, if I needed it, I just get the pills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, let the banana spider loose in my pants. No thanks.
The spiders are free.
What did it do?
It was apparently you can treat erectile dysfunction with a.
Who discovered that?
A bite from a banana spider gives you an erection.
Some guy that was having sexual dysfunction that fell asleep in a banana spider bit him in the schlong. And hey, look, honey, I don't know how big this thing's going to get. Stand back.
With great boners. Look at a banana spider.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're detasseling corn, they're everywhere. They jump all over you.
I have
Those are
to
corn spiders.
Why would banana spiders be on corn? That makes no sense.
No, because they think corn is a banana.
They're both yellow. They're long. Okay, let's move forward here.
Spiders don't know.
Bananas of the field, they call them.
The great actress Ingrid Bergman, born in this state way back in 1915.
Whatever, Ingrid.
1920, Charlie Parker, the great saxophone player. Do you know when he died, the coroner thought he was 60 years old? He was 34.
40. I thought
that's
it was
a shame.
42.
Oh, wow.
He lived.
Yeah, a little,
so to speak.
A little rough. Michael Jackson was born in this state in 1958. Had he lived, he'd be 65 today.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And probably look more like Edgar Winter than Johnny did.
65. That's 55 years older than how he likes it. Let's never forget he was a monster, okay? Okay.
He told us he was bad.
Did I mention Chop Suey was invented? Okay, sorry. Time now for things we learned at the show.
Don't do it when you want to sock it to it.
You got about 3 songs.
How many? Time now for things we learned. Braves outfielder Ronald Acuna was attacked, more or less, on the field in Denver last night. He's an outfielder for the Atlanta Braves. A couple of guys came out of the stands and wanted a picture, and security eventually showed up there in Denver.
Hey, you're not busy. Yeah, you're not busy.
Afternoon Delight. We had a story about that.
No, explain what that is, Christy.
Broken penis.
That's having sex in the daytime, basically. God forbid. You couldn't do that.
We had a letter from a guy who was having some amorous experiences during the day and Afternoon Delight, and apparently tried to do some maneuver. And
that's right. He hurt his ween.
Resulted in a swollen Johnson.
Yep.
Billie Jean King welcomed everyone
Enjoy the tournament,
to the U.S.
and let's
Open.
keep going for it. And mi casa is su casa.
Have you seen the jugs on Sue Casa? Woo!
And then they say they smelled marijuana.
Oh, and I don't think Jess knows this, but Josh is planning a listening party for his new album coming out on November 3rd. Isn't that exciting?
That's
right.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I've already booked the arena.
He's going to lip sync his stand-up album
Very
stage.
fun. All will enjoy.
Okay.
Oh, and we heard this today. Have you seen that? Oh. Have you seen that girl in the corner? Take her out.
That's not the best song we heard, though.
The White Bird.
This is a great song.
No, it's not.
Takes you to San Francisco in the late 60s.
I don't want to go there.
Oh, it's fun.
Flame Butt?
If you're near Ken Kesey, don't drink your Kool-Aid.
This is why Charlie Parker did heroin, because of this song. He couldn't take it anymore.
And they did not call him White Bird. Just Bird.
Just Bird. Yeah, thank you, Rich. It all ties in.
We also learned Obama started COVID. Okay.
Well, he admitted it himself on our show.
Wow. Okay,
Exclusive.
thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.